Let's get it.
Yo, 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 yo. Back at it. Episode 3 of the Dropping Downs podcast. Uh, I'm your boy AJ. I'm here with my boys Quentin, my boy Quay. And yeah, man, we came to get y'all some more hoops talk. Um, Quentin, Quay, how y'all boys doing today? Or tonight rather.
Boy Q is here again. Sixers still pissing me off, but we was up by 2. Hold on. Playing the Cavs tonight. We up by 2. Well, we were. I don't know what we are now, but I'm ready to pod though. Let's get it.
Got you. Quay, how you doing, my dog?
Doing all right, man. You know
My
what I'm
boy
saying?
cut his hair, y'all. Look
Let
at it.
the let the dreads go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Let the dreads
man.
go. But
Comment if you feel like Quay should have kept his hair, man. Quay messed me up when I seen him with no wigs, man.
yeah, man.
Well, how you feel about your brother cutting his hair, dog?
Man, listen. He had been growing his longer than me, and I don't approve of it. But I'm gonna let him get his thing off. You know what I'm saying? That's his
Yeah,
hair.
it was
yeah.
time, bro.
He
There
fucking with
comes a
the.
time in every person that grows locks. You know what I'm saying? You just when you know, type
When
shit.
you know. Got you, got you.
You feel
Nah, he
me?
fucking up the aesthetic of the pod though. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody had to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
just like do that
Let it go, bro.
unannounced. You know what
Gotta
I'm
let it go.
saying? Like that's crazy.
Quay got to
No,
change his AI avatar now.
I got to.
Yeah, man.
Boy cut his locks off. Ain't got a fresh cut. Just hop straight on the pod.
I don't even got a fresh cut. It's crazy. That is kind of wild, but
Um,
yeah.
Shout out to everybody that watched episode 2, that showed love to the shorts on YouTube and all our other social media platforms, man. We appreciate y'all, man, for showing us love and commenting if you did. So yeah, man, let's get right to it. Been a few things that's been going on this since we last recorded, and I wanted to speak on a few things. Did y'all see? So earlier this week, I think it was maybe Monday, maybe Jordan Poole and the Washington Wizards took on Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. The results of those games aren't really relevant to me, but I do believe Jordan Poole had a pretty good game.
I think he did. Yeah.
I think Jordan Poole had a pretty damn good game, and he had a post game interview with some reporters, and I'm trying to look up and see exactly what he did against them. Jordan Poole's having a really good season, by the way, too. I don't know if people been knowing. I mean, they ain't winning the shit, but he's having a really
Yeah, he
good
started
season.
slow. He started
Yeah.
slow, but he had
He,
30,
he
38.
had
I was about to
38
say, I thought he had
points.
a 30,
Yeah, he
35
had
or something like
38
that.
points, 12 of 25 from the field. So it was Sunday. It was actually Sunday. So
Yeah.
38 points, 12 of 25 from the field. He had 8 threes. Had a really good game. But after the game, they asked Jordan Poole about, his Golden State past and all that. And Jordan Poole, he said, and I quote, I love those guys over there. I love most of those guys over there, on his former Warrior teammates. So as we know, Jordan Poole and Draymond Green have had a very toxic past, to say the least. Uh, so that prompted Draymond Green to respond on Twitter and say, I really am sorry. Um, Now, everybody knows, if you watch this channel, I'm sure you know, Draymond Green punched the snot out of Jordan Poole. We all saw it. You know what I mean?
Live on cam.
It was very unfortunate because I do feel like if Jordan Poole was able to stay in that organization, Golden State would be way better off right now. Because I mean, right now they're not very good. Steph Curry needs help. Jordan Poole would have been that help, and I just think that might have been something that set their organization back. But how do you guys feel about the whole Draymond Green Jordan Poole saga?
I think you're right. I think Jordan Poole would have developed a lot better under a winning program, you know what I'm saying? Sitting behind the tutelage of Steph. We've seen it before. We've seen players sit behind great players, Hall of Famers, winning organizations that break out when their time is ready. But I feel like his time was prematurely handed to him because he was knocked the hell out on camera. Like, it's just unfair for him. Like, you can't get knocked out and then shipped to the opposite coast.
Yeah.
So like, they would be better off with him. Draymond, I'm sure Draymond still fucks with Jordan Poole, but if you knock the snot out of me on
Nah, see,
camera,
that's
bro,
what I was about to say. Did y'all see the podcast clip from Draymond that was going around on
Yeah, with
Twitter?
Baron Davis.
Yeah,
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah,
Baron
yeah,
Davis.
yeah.
See, that's when I
See
was
now,
like,
see
there's
that's what. Yeah, I was
something.
about to mention that. Like, you can't tweet that and then just like kind of dismiss it. He was really dismissive on there. I was like, bro, are you
Very
serious?
dismissive.
Are you serious, bro? Like, bro, that happened. That happened so long ago. Get over it. Like, we're like, move on. Like, bro, you punched me, bro. You pretty much single handedly tore this whole organization down, bro.
Not
Yeah.
not only did you punch me, because I've seen fights in locker rooms. I've seen fights in in practice, but it's just you punch me. Now, if that would have never came out, Jordan Poole probably still in Golden State. For real. Steve Kerr got punched by Mike, and they kept winning.
Nah, I don't think so, bro.
I
don't think
think he
so?
We
might.
not
No, 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 no,
we,
no,
we
I
no.
don't
not in
know, bro.
those
I
times,
think
bro.
I
listen,
You
think
can't
he.
punch me in the face like that and we
I think
ever be
he
cool,
still
bro.
might have
Like
been
we like
there, but I don't think that the chemistry would have been the same.
that's what I'm saying. It would have been like the same kind of the post KD situation with the
Yes.
shit that happened with the
Yeah.
turnover, with the Draymond
You
turnover.
would have seen the
Like
deterioration of it, but you wouldn't have
like
known why it was happening.
yeah, like
okay. I
they would
mean,
have
I don't
never.
think I don't think they would have still been. I don't think it would have been business as usual. Like,
Because
we
that
talking
wasn't
about Steve
like
Kerr, bro. We talking about
yeah, because
Steve Kerr
like that
getting to
wasn't
like it's not
like
the same.
and like we hear about the Michael Jordan shit and like yeah, we don't got film like you know what I'm saying back then like we do now. So we hear about the Michael Jordan and don't get me wrong, we gotta also say that Jordan Poole is not Steve Kerr as far as
Yes,
just who he is as a
that's
player.
what
You know
I
what I'm
was just
saying?
saying.
So it's
That's what I
like
was just saying.
yeah,
Michael Jordan
that's
punched
first and
Steve
foremost.
Kerr, bro.
But
Like, Michael Jordan didn't punch um, Ron Harper.
you know what I'm
Like,
saying?
it would have been different. But
Yeah, facts. And I feel like that's first and foremost. And then secondly, I think that in today's time, we're just not in those kind of times to where like you can take it that far with me physically and we ever like redeem any sense of like cordiality. Like we might like can like I can like get over it, you know what I'm saying? To where I'm like, okay,
yeah,
like yeah, it happened, and I moved on. But like you don't exist to me no more, bro. Like we not cool. I don't want to speak to you. I don't want to think about you. Like you're not in my like, you know what I'm saying? We can never go back to any type of like, you know what I'm saying, level of being that close again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that
the reason I said what I said was because it's more so Jordan Poole. He's like what 24, 25 years old. Like he come up, he like come up in it's a different era now. And I think the fact that I think Jordan Poole ego was like fucked up.
yeah.
Like I think it was like you punched me, cool, cool. And maybe Jordan Poole have been punching him out before, maybe. I don't know. But you punched me in my face and everybody saw it, and I'm Jordan Poole. And the way they was talking, like, what I've heard through the media, through podcasts, what I've heard, it sound like before that punch, Jordan Poole was walking around Golden State like he was Steph.
He just got his bag.
He had just was that before? I thought that was before the bag though.
nah, he just
No,
got
it
his
was after
bag.
he
Yeah,
had
he just
just
got it.
got it.
Well, that's even more incentive for a 22, 23-year-old at the time to be like, and y'all know how Draymond is, bro. Draymond is like, fam, this is me, Steph, and Clay shit. Like he did that with KD. So I can see how that would clash, but I understand what y'all are saying. Like, I mean,
And that
if you punch me, it ain't never gonna be the same.
Yeah, since
But I
we
just felt like maybe if it wasn't publicized the way it was, then maybe I don't know.
and since we brought up the KD thing, I think that the podcast clip with Baron Davis, to me, and maybe I might just be reading too deeply into it, but I think that the way that he spoke about the Jordan Poole incident and how dismissive he was of it, I think that that showcased a little bit of insecurity on Draymond's part in the role that he's played in the demise of the Warriors dynasty, because that's now two instances that we can just directly point to that's like Draymond's fault as to why, you know what I'm saying, we don't have a certain player here or whatever and whatever. So it's like I think that we might be starting to see some like insecurities from Draymond as to feeling responsible for, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't know if KD would have stayed, you know what I'm saying? What could have happened? Or we don't know if Jordan Poole, you know what I'm saying? If how they could be, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that he feels a little bit of responsibility for them having missed opportunities with their dynasty, I'll say. And especially now that they're not where they used to be, I think he's probably feeling the brunt of that.
He has
Yeah,
to. He's the only one that caused that. Like he is the sole catalyst for all that. And I fuck with Draymond. I don't
I
fuck with
do
his
too.
antics on the court. Like I like him as a person. You know what I'm saying? I like
Yeah,
him as a man. I respect him as a man.
I love basketball. I love Draymond as a.
I like him as a basketball
Yeah,
player.
I
as a
love
basketball
Draymond as
player,
a
I
basketball
love him.
player
When
for
he's not
sure.
smacking the shit out of niggas and stomping on niggas' chests
Yeah, I
and
just a lot of
kicking
people don't
niggas in
like
the
his game. You know
nuts.
what I'm saying? So
But like he played a pivotal part. Like he's a very, very important cog. I don't think that they do what they do without him.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
But at the same time, I do feel like he does understand that this shit is his fault. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But that whole thing was dismissive, and I didn't really fuck with the way he reacted to it. And shit, I hope
It felt
Jordan
to
Poole
me
bounces
like
back.
it felt to me like I don't. I just now I don't like some of that. Like Draymond. Okay, you tight. I don't like the fact that once you got behind the camera, you tried to kind of like switch up. Yo, it felt like you tried to switch up your temperature. I don't like that. Like on Twitter when you typing this, I'm really am sorry. When Baron Davis asks you a question, now you got your chest out still.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I ain't really.
Has he ever really apologized or came to like I know I've heard him on his pod post punch and post stomping on niggas' chests and all that stuff. Like I've heard him kind of sound like sincere about all of it, but
Yeah,
has he really like came out and been like apologetic about it?
I ain't never heard him
I
so
ain't never
so
heard that.
so.
And if we're
I
being
if
honest, I've never.
I'm gonna speak as if I'm Jordan Poole. If I was Jordan Poole, and I know they ain't talked on the phone because you can tell by what Jordan Poole say they ain't talked since then. If I was Jordan Poole, I ain't heard nothing that would make me feel like he was apologetic,
Yeah.
and that's all that matters. Jordan Poole, the only motherfucker you need to be, they need to hear it or need to know that you for real. But it's like, bro, at the end of the day, even if you don't, my nigga, you punch me in my shit. Like, we ain't gotta be cool no more. Like, it's
Yeah,
cool.
and
Like,
my
we
thing
can
is, I was
just
gonna say, I don't think I've ever heard him really be ever sincerely apologetic about the KD situation either. So it's just like that's not something that I
well,
necessarily expect from Draymond at this
that
point.
that's different though.
He didn't think he was wrong about the KD
He
shit.
didn't think he wrong about the KD shit, bro.
Yeah. That
And
KD shit.
Draymond,
Give me the
Dray,
ball, bro.
Dray, Dray,
I'm Kevin Durant. You Draymond Green. Give me the ball. Like,
It
nah,
what
should
are
be
you
that
simple
dribbling
as
down the
that.
court for with
Honestly, it
five
should be
seconds
simple
left?
as that, but
Give me the ball.
hey,
it's
that
deeper
was
than that. Man.
nuts. That was
It's
nuts.
Draymond,
Draymond, bro,
it,
y'all know Draymond looking for Steph, bro.
he wasn't looking for nobody. Like he's trying to make a play. Why are you making the plays right now?
give the ball to me. Give it to Steph. Give it to Clay. Give it to anybody else.
I'm
What are
trying to
you
think
dribbling
back.
for? What are you dribbling up the court for? Like, I
I'm trying.
understand you think you playmaker, whatever, whatever. And like, yeah, that's a vastly different situation than what we're talking about with the Jordan
For
Poole.
sure.
Like, he literally like knocked this man Jordan Poole out. And that's why I was saying too that like if I'm Jordan Poole, like that's much different than like getting into a scuffle with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You knocked me out, bro.
And caught me.
Like we didn't fight. You knocked me out, bro.
You
Like
knocked me out and also kept me
we
safe.
can't never be cool after that, bro.
You
So it's
knocked
like
me
I
out
feel
and kept
Jordan
me
Poole.
safe. He did that. He knocked me out and kept me safe on the way down, bro.
Like I didn't lose a fight to you, bro. You knocked me out. Like, and I didn't have a chance to even like squabble with you.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, can we?
didn't
Hey,
fight.
now, this is my thing. Did he knock him out, or did he catch that first one? And he could have fought, but he was like, "Well, that shit had some shit behind it."
No.
Nah, he knocked
That
him out.
first one was the one.
It was only a first one, bro.
The first one was the
Hey,
one.
hey, Q, my boy said, "I'm gonna just lay down.
No.
I ain't gonna fight back."
He didn't say any of that. His body shut down.
That's what I'm saying.
Draymond
Like, he
caught
knocked
him.
him out, bro.
Draymond caught him.
Ain't no way.
Like, yeah. I ain't gonna say. I'm not saying that Jordan Poole was knocked out. I'm not saying that.
That's what I was
But
saying.
I'm just saying the type of punch that it was. He knocked him out, bro. Like that.
Nah, he did. Yeah.
It definitely had the symptoms of a knockout punch.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was asleep. You know what I'm saying? None
He
of that.
wasn't asleep, but he was rendered useless. That's all
I'm
I'm
just
saying.
saying the way that you punch me, the manner in which that punch.
I just feel like you just gotta know how
we can't be cool.
You just gotta know how certain niggas walk up on you. Like the way Draymond walked up on Jordan Poole, he had violence on his mind.
Nah,
And Jordan
but at the
Poole,
same
we in
time,
practice, bro.
at the same time, bro, we're family, bro. Like I'm looking at you like my big brother. I would never expect you to punch me in my shit like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Like we in practice.
did y'all see the
I'm Jordan
video?
Poole. We
Yes.
Was that the year that they came off the chip, or was that the year after?
That
Quentin,
was
you
the
done
year
seen
they
niggas
came off the
Quentin,
chip, bro.
We just came off the chip.
Quentin, you done seen niggas walk up on niggas like that in the hallway. And what happened?
They didn't win chips together, and they weren't brothers.
Fam, I understand that. And they only won one together. It wasn't plural.
Them niggas were not cool. The niggas that we saw get knocked out.
Jordan Poole should have been better prepared. He should have put his hands up. He gonna hit that
bro,
man with
I'm
that little push.
AJ, I would have
Poole,
never
bro.
expected Tracy to punch me like that in the locker room.
That's what I'm saying. Bro. I'm Jordan Poole, bro.
Man.
We coming off a championship. I just got paid, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
you think I'm expecting Tracy
my
to
thing is
punch
too,
me in my face?
it's really a situation of I'm probably also, and this is probably the underlying thing. I don't know nothing. I ain't never been to a NBA practice. I don't know nothing about what these niggas got going on. But I'm probably also in practice killing, you know what I'm saying, feeling myself, just talking shit, you know what I'm saying?
And you have every right to feel like that because Jordan Poole was like the best sixth man in the league at that point, bro. He was him. That was the spark
20
plug.
off the bench, bro. Played a good role in
Bro.
winning the championship, bro. Like, it's not like he was just along for the ride, bro. He was a good, like,
he was a key cog, bro. Like he was him.
I'm with all that. I'm with all that. I'm not saying Draymond Green was dead ass wrong. I ain't arguing none of that. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, if you go back to that practice, what Draymond Green was saying for months on different platforms was, I read between the lines too. Jordan Poole, because that they had just came off the championship. Jordan Poole had a hell of a playoff run. Jordan Poole was, starting, and I think it probably started back then, because that was like during training camp. Wasn't that during training camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Draymond, I ain't quoting him, but Draymond made it seem like, it was a lot of Jordan, you kind of getting ahead of yourself. And he's talked about it on his platform. He talked about it, I think, with Shaq. I think Shaq and Draymond had a pod together. And I think I heard Draymond speaking to someone else. But it sounded like Jordan Poole getting ahead of yourself. Young nigga, know you got money. Yeah, you helped us win. But, my guy, relax. And I think at that time, I know I've been in a lot of locker rooms, teammates. Yeah, we might have won together. We might have played good together. But I might not fuck with you for real. That happens. And in professional sports, I know for a fact that happens. So, I understand what y'all saying. But all I'm saying is, Jordan Poole, Draymond Green, everybody just keep your hands to themselves. I don't know.
Yeah, man, he ain't got to punch niggas in the face,
situation, man. Because Jordan Poole was really like,
He
I
was the
think that
one.
he
He was the
was
third
like,
Splash brother.
if there's a
He
such
was the
thing as
pool
like
party.
Warriors culture, if they were building a Warriors culture post Steph, Jordan Poole was Warriors culture, and it's unfortunate that they don't have that building block anymore. So I just think that that's the
Yeah,
most
he was going to
unfortunate.
usher in the next era, bro.
Yeah.
He was definitely going to usher in the next era. I think Steve Kerr and that system would have toned him down a little bit. You know how he in Washington fooling right now, but he would fool around a little bit in Golden State, but for the most part, he was playing good basketball.
Because
bro.
here's the dilemma that they're gonna run into now. If Draymond Green and Steph Curry are our Warriors lifers, right? And we're just gonna let them ride out in the sunset with, you know what I'm saying? It goes how it goes. The problem that they're gonna run into is now who's the young nigga that they passing the torch to? They don't got the young nigga that they won with no more, that they molded into a champion. You know what I'm saying? They don't,
Oh
there's
no, it's
not
like all
that
this
young
shit
guy.
Draymond fault. All this shit Draymond fault. All this shit Draymond fault. But I mean, Draymond eyes, he like shit. I got ranked, so this shit gonna go how I want it to go. I want 4 chips here. I think that's what this comes down to. Draymond said, "Y'all ain't stepping on Steph toes. Y'all ain't stepping on my toes. Y'all ain't stepping on Clay toes. Clay ain't there no more, but y'all ain't stepping on nobody's toes, bro. Built this shit brick by brick. Word to Franklin. So, hey.
Shit, nasty.
But now, because of that, Golden State ain't gonna win no more. Golden State ain't winning no more championship. This shit over with. Steph ain't winning this. Steph ain't winning the 5th ring in Golden State, bro.
It's over. I don't think anybody gonna run a 5th ring, bro. It's cool.
I don't either. My team, it's a dub.
It's tough. It's gonna be tough.
It's a dub. Unless we pull out some shit that I can't see. Unless Rob Pelinka pull out some shit I can't see, I don't see it, bro.
LeBron James
KD,
Golden State.
Huh?
LeBron James Golden State.
I don't see it, bro. The biggest myth for the last 2 years in the NBA. It's not gonna happen.
I think it could have happened, but I don't think it will at this
I
point.
don't
It
think
could
it
have
was
happened
out of
last
the
year.
realm
So.
of possibility.
Bron's ego ain't gonna let that happen.
Sure, let it happen in 2010.
That's true. But I don't think he wants to go play. I think if Steph wanted to go play in LA, Bron be all for it.
Oh,
But
hell yeah.
Bron going to play with Steph, and Steph beat him 3 times in the finals. He ain't doing that, bro. And then they're gonna be talking about how Bron had to go play with Steph to get his 5th ring. Bron won't hear that shit.
I know, like legacy, LeBron has a way bigger legacy than Steph.
Yeah.
But generational force, who's bigger?
Generational force. What do you mean?
Like just generation, like
Bron's
two,
the definition. LeBron James is the definition of generational. So what you mean generational force?
but two auras coming together. Who has the bigger aura? Because I feel like Steph's is just as big.
I think Stephen Curry is more influential. I think Stephen Curry is the 2nd most influential basketball player of all time.
So if Steph left Golden State to go play with LeBron, niggas wouldn't look at Steph crazy.
No.
I think that's
How can you?
I think
that's
niggas would
How
more.
can you?
I think that's
that
an
niggas would just
all-time
because
legacy
that
thing, bro.
it
I think
would
that's
look
more
more
of a,
crazy for Steph to do it since he's only been with his only team than for LeBron to do it at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Like it would look
Bro.
crazy more crazy for LeBron than it would for Steph. No, more crazy for Steph than it would LeBron.
Yeah, like
But I think that
I'm
you
gonna be
only
real
say
with you,
that
and I
because
promise.
LeBron has a bigger career legacy than Steph.
Yeah,
But I think they have the same amount of aura.
Okay. The reason I say Steph got more room to do what he did, because Steph ain't left nowhere. Steph got all 4 of these chips right here. So I got room on my rope to go make another move somewhere else. If I leave, it's like shit. I've been, bro. What
I
else?
don't like that. Not if I've been here for 17 years.
What you mean?
I've been here at the same spot. That's like Dirk leaving.
yeah,
You
that's what I'm
ain't
saying.
left Miami.
And don't let me like compare, because like Steph Curry will never reach as low of caliber as this player, but
Well, you
like,
about
that's
to say
like
some
Tony
wild.
Parker going to
If
the
you
Hornets,
start
You
bro.
about to say
complaining
something
shit like
crazy.
that, you about to say some wild shit.
Tony
And
Parker
it's,
Steph Curry will never be as bad as what Tony Parker was on the Hornets. Like he's never going to be that bad of a basketball player.
Respect
Like
to
we're never
Tony
going to see.
Parker. Respect to the God.
I don't like you comparing Steph to Tony Parker when you
But
could
I'm
have
just
said Tim
saying, Steph just
Duncan.
going somewhere just to go somewhere to like keep competing will look
Yeah,
like Tony Parker on the
that's
Hornets.
what I'm saying. I feel like it would look worse for Steph than it would
They
LeBron.
just don't look right. I
Yeah,
feel
you
like
talking
that's
about
different than
LeBron's
LeBron because
ego?
like
Like,
nobody
no,
looks at
I could.
LeBron like a Laker. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I can totally see LeBron leaving LA to go play with Steph before I can see Steph leaving to go play with LeBron.
Man, if that was the case, if it wasn't about Bron ego, he would have went last year. They had a deal in place, but Rich Paul said, "Nah, we good." Who
No,
Rich Paul got that?
LeBron
Who
wanted to
Rich
get
Paul got that
Bron.
word from, Bron?
LeBron wanted to get Bronny in LA, and they had a good chance to do that.
Man, Bron could have got Bronny anywhere he wanted. Bronny wasn't supposed to get man. Look, Bronny wasn't supposed
Yeah,
to get drafted.
yeah.
Now
Talk
that
that
it's
shit.
over and the
Talk
moment
that
is over,
shit. Talk that
we can
shit.
talk
Yeah,
about it. Bronny wasn't
yeah.
supposed to get drafted.
Come on, AJ. Come on, AJ. Come with it. Yeah,
Not last year. He wasn't supposed to get drafted last year.
Bronny,
But
bro.
I'm not gonna say that he's
If,
not an
if,
yeah.
NBA
if
player.
Bronny name was Bronny Stewart. Bronny Stewart wasn't getting drafted, bro. It is what it is, bro. It is what it
Yeah.
is. You know what I'm
Finally,
saying?
somebody fucking
But
said it.
if LeBron would have been in Golden State, if Bron would have been in Charlotte, if Bron would have been in Memphis, if Bron would have been in Portland, Bronny James are getting drafted if you got a draft pick.
I don't believe that. Now I
I
don't believe
don't either.
that. It's
I
only a
don't either.
select few teams where he can get this shit.
I don't either. I don't either.
But at the same time, it's only a
Oh
select
my
few
god.
teams where LeBron
Oh
would
my
be.
god.
So I think it's like a mutual thing. It's
You
like
think
because you say that LeBron, if LeBron was in Charlotte, then we would like, but
you
like
think that Charlotte
that
Hornets
shit
is
just
about to
would never
spend a
go. You know what
draft
I'm
pick
saying?
on
Like,
Bronny James, bro? They
If they
only
got
had two
LeBron
last
James on
year.
their roster, did LeBron James bring Charlotte a championship? Nigga, yes. Yes. Yes.
That's two totally different
All
points,
right, watch
AJ.
this. Watch this right here. Watch this right here. Quay, my resident Charlotte Hornets fan. Can I ask you a question?
what is that?
Couple questions. Have y'all ever won an NBA championship?
Obviously not.
All right, cool. If LeBron, everything's hypothetical. If LeBron James, it'll never happen. I just want everybody to use their imagination. If LeBron James wore a Charlotte Hornets jersey and he came and him and whoever else is on the roster, they won a championship.
AJ, you adding a whole new element to the conversation.
I understand. I make it. My point is, if LeBron James played on any other roster in the league, obviously it wouldn't be a small market team because LeBron James is a small market kind of guy. Because he, other than Cleveland, that's home though.
I think that here's where I'll say the difference is for me is one that the Lakers are like they have plenty of championships so that winning a championship thing doesn't hold as much weight, but at the same time I feel it because like yeah, if he was to come to Charlotte and win a championship, that holds a way different context of weight than what it does for the Los Angeles Lakers. But I also say that in that same context, I like historically draft picks have never really meant anything to the Lakers in that
Exactly.
regard.
That's what
Like
I'm
you don't
saying.
really got like a bunch of like you can't really think of a bunch of Laker homegrown talent. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
what I'm saying. That's
so
why that whole LeBron
I think
James
that
winning
the
a title
weight
in
on
Charlotte.
drafting, the weight on using a pick like that for the Lakers isn't the same as the weight for the Charlotte Hornets or the Orlando
A
Magic. You know what
small
I'm saying?
market team
Somebody like they
that
like
values draft
a
picks.
team like that, like our
Yeah.
second round team, we value that. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't
Char-
like our
it-
second round team might make the roster. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a chance. So I think that that's why what I mean by like depending on the market and depending on where it is, um, it just wouldn't have happened anywhere.
Nigga, in other words, Charlotte's not going to spend their draft pick on Bronny James. Oh, Portland's not going to spend their draft pick on Bronny James, bro.
The
Because them
Lakers
niggas
would.
are trying to like make the roster for real.
The Lakers could spend it. The Clippers could spend it.
I don't know if the Clippers could spend it.
Yeah, it would have had to been a team that could
They
spend
would
it.
have had a big market team. Is my point.
Yeah.
The Warriors could have spent it though. I think the Warriors could have spent it.
The Warriors could have definitely spent it.
They probably and I think the Warriors would
Nigga,
have
the
spent it
Sixers,
if
the
LeBron was
Sixers
there.
could have spent it.
To who?
The Sixers could have spent it.
We
I think
hey we
if LeBron was there, the Sixers would spend it.
If LeBron
we're
was
playing
the
we're
Sixers,
playing our
y'all
second
could
round
have spent
picks.
it.
We're
Wait,
playing
Bronny
our
would have
second
been
round
with
picks.
y'all.
We're playing our second
You
round
say
picks.
what?
I said Bronny would have been with them.
I
yeah.
wasn't mad at the prospect of Bronny coming to Philly. We needed some defense on the perimeter, but we play our second round picks. So there's that.
Who y'all play that's the second round pick right now?
We are playing undrafted rookies.
Really?
Justin Edwards is undrafted. He's
Nah,
playing.
Yeah, he
just
doing-
shout out
he-
Justin Edwards.
Jeff
He got game.
Jeff Dalton Jr. is playing.
Jeff
Ricky Council.
Dalton Jr.
Ricky Council,
Reed
undrafted.
Council nuts, and I told you about Reed Council.
And he's playing. He's been in the rotation for the
Jeff
last
Dalton.
2
Yeah, no,
years.
Reed
Okay.
Council is an NBA player.
Yeah, we are playing second and undrafted niggas. So I
Jeff
know
Dalton
we
Jr.
would have. We play them. So that's the totally we play our we run our guys. Our second round picks are valuable.
Well, look,
That's
man.
just because y'all are bad at roster construction, though.
You-
Consistently. Y'all are consistently bad at roster construction. And so you have to use your second.
I
like,
don't-
you need
listen. I don't think it's as bad as roster construction as it is Joel just not being healthy.
No, it's also roster construction.
I mean
Can you
earlier on,
really
yes.
Not necessarily in the case of this.
Earlier on, yes, but no. We made one really good roster, lost on a Kawhi shot,
Yes.
fucked that up, made a really bad roster, fucked that up, and then started making really good rosters again and just losing because Joel's been hurt.
Can we also account for the fact that I don't think anybody in the Philadelphia front office planned to see Ben Simmons fall off the way he did?
Yeah, that was also something
Nobody.
that was
It's not about seeing a fall off. It's about correctly evaluating players for what they are. Because
Wait, I don't like that.
if y'all
take
niggas
because-
want to,
no,
if y'all niggas want to publicly vouch for me,
No,
publicly vouch. This is y'all's opportunity.
I don't
But
like that.
I was telling y'all who the
I don't-
fuck Ben Simmons was before
Wait,
any.
I don't like that take.
Before the layup, before he didn't take the layup under the rim in the Atlanta series.
I don't like
I was
that
telling
take.
you, Ben Simmons is not your point guard.
I don't
Stop
like
it.
that.
If
I
you
don't
want
like
to
that
go,
take, bro. I don't like that take because when
Why
we
you
were
don't like the
winning,
take, Quentin?
why you don't
'cause
like
we-
the take?
because when we were winning and the year that we could
I
have
was
done
saying the
it
same
looked
thing.
good. It looked
He
good
was.
though.
He
But
was
it looked good.
I remember that in the group chat.
It
I'm
looked
saying,
good,
though.
bro. It looked really good when it was working. I don't like that take. We can't
But
do that.
it only
We
worked
can't
with
do
the
that
roster
off the
where y'all
back of a
had three
Kawhi
shooters
shot,
in
bro.
between Joel and Ben. That's the only
No.
time it worked.
That's what I'm saying. The Kawhi shot, that was the year. Ben Simmons was an all-star and all defense and looked like one of the best defenders in the league, can guard 1 through 5.
But he was
7
still,
foot.
and my
He
thing
was.
was,
I don't
he
care
was
about the
still
shooting
only
part.
ever Draymond on steroids. Like when you watched him, he didn't necessarily initiate offense, bro. Like he wasn't like you used to compare him to Rondo a lot, and like I
He
love
was
Rondo.
7 foot Rondo on that
Bro,
roster.
I don't think that he was that type of playmaker, bro. I promise you.
On that roster,
in my,
he was.
in my personal opinion, I don't think that Ben Simmons.
I
was
think
that type of
the
playmaker
Draymond
from a
comparisons
primary ball
come
handler
after
position.
that season. After the Kawhi shot season, yes, I can see the Draymond part. But during that season, he was definitely a 7 foot Rondo.
Nah, bro. I'm telling you from the jump, bro. Once Ben Simmons exposed his unwillingness to be aggressive offensively, which was well before the Kawhi shot, I was telling you, like, he has to be your secondary playmaker. He can't be your primary ball handler on your team and you go anywhere because he's not aggressive offensively and he's not really initiating offense. A lot of Ben Simmons playmaking was in transition. A lot of Ben Simmons playmaking was like some.
And
He wasn't a director of the offense like Chris Paul or like Rondo or like.
And look, I'm a Laker. Let me just disclaimer, Laker fan. Just put my 2 cents in. The what's so messed up about little moments is that one shot can help. One shot is the reason you can say that.
I don't like that, bro. That's what I'm saying.
if
That's
that
but
if that same shot rolls out instead of in, and Philly goes to beat Golden State, you can't even say that no more.
and I
Exactly.
understand that. I 100% understand that. But the only reason I say that is just because, and like I said, y'all would have to vouch for me publicly. But the only reason I go so hard about it is because y'all
You
know
did
me
say
to
that.
have been saying this
You
prior
did.
to any of that happening. It's
You
just how
did.
I felt about Ben
You
Simmons.
did. You did.
And
But
so,
you were wrong because like I said, bro, I've watched
One
Ben
but I
one
Simmons.
wasn't
shot.
wrong. But I wasn't wrong though.
You ended up right, but like your assessment was wrong because when you were saying that, I'm watching Ben Simmons drop 42 and 12
That's
without
that's a
Joel.
bro. I don't think there's too many NBA
Like,
players that can't drop 40 in a game, bro.
bro, we're talking about a nigga that can't shoot though.
Yeah, that's
42
true.
and 12 without Joel
Without a
Embiid.
jumper. Without a jumper.
42 and 12 with no Joel and a win.
Did
But it's
Rondo
not like
ever
that's
score
just
40 in
what
the
he
game?
was regularly on, though, is what I'm saying. And I do believe that he played a lot better when Joel was out of the lineup. Like I do think that
Yes,
his
yes,
game made a lot more sense when Joel was out of the lineup.
yes,
I just didn't
yes.
think that I was ever a
I
good
don't
thing
like
as
the.
far
I
as
don't
like a
like. I mean,
point
of
guard.
course,
Like
I don't think he was the most aggressive player, and I would have loved to see him be more aggressive, like more like a Giannis. He could have been like a Giannis, but the
so
system
so I'll
didn't
put it
call for that.
so
He's
I'll put
got
it like this then. I don't think that I'll stop saying that I don't think that Ben Simmons was a point guard, but I don't think that it was ever going to work with a point guard center combination of Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Like, and I think that that was probably more of what my main point was, more so
okay.
than Ben Simmons just not being a point guard.
I'm
He's
not
just
mad
not
at
a
that
point
take.
guard that Joel Embiid needs to play with
I'm
because
not
that was
mad
never
at
going to
that
work.
take at all. Now that take I'm not mad at, but it did work with the right team, the right roster.
And I still think he's not a point guard, by the way. But
I mean, of course he's not. He's a fucking
I
center
mean, he
now. So
not
fuck.
now.
yeah,
Yeah,
He
he's a
not
center
now.
now. So fuck it.
it's over
He a
for that.
5 now.
AJ, what you got next, bro? Fuck it.
Well, that was good talk, man. Y'all drop in the comments if y'all feel like Draymond Green still dead ass wrong. The second thing that I was thinking about was my guy, man. Champ, Jayson Tatum. Um, Jayson Tatum just having another all NBA type of season. I'm going to say the Boston Celtics are they still in second? They are still second in the East, 31-14. Sixth game behind. Damn, the Cavs balling. Sixth game behind the Cavs. Um, Jayson Tatum's having a good season, but he's caught a little bit of flack in the media. What really ever since last summer. Um, I think it started when in the finals, Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP, even though Jayson Tatum led the Celtics in virtually every category. Weird. But Jayson Tatum, Brandon Jennings made some comments a few weeks ago. Um, he asked if Jayson Tatum was the softest Boston Celtics superstar ever. Brandon Jennings also said, "If you're so tough, why you didn't get Finals MVP last year?" I think that's stupid. That was a dumb question. I love Brandon Jennings. And then Jayson Tatum responded to Brandon Jennings' comments on Instagram with a laughing face emoji and the caption "Softest superstar in Celtic history," um, with the funny font. So yeah. And the Raptors used a picture of Brandon Jennings in a post-game troll after they beat the Celtics. I just want to know y'all take on this whole situation. How do y'all view Jayson Tatum? I know Quentin probably has a lot to say as a Celtics, as a Sixers fan. But what y'all think about all this, man? Do y'all think Jayson Tatum is disrespected? Do y'all think he's properly ranked, overrated? What y'all think?
I'm gonna defend Jason Tatum on this
Unbelievable.
because I like Jason Tatum. But Brandon Jennings, like, I don't understand how you can define winning Finals MVP or not to softness. That's weird.
Very
If you
weird.
was so hard, like, Why didn't you win finals? Like, what the fuck does that have to do with being soft?
And Brandon Jennings is a Kobe Bryant fan. Kobe Bryant didn't win his first 3 finals MVPs.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what is this talk about? But I'm gonna tie this back into last episode when we was talking about. It might have been the first episode. We was talking about Jayson Tatum, and I couldn't put my finger on it. I think a lot of people can't put their finger on it because of the Olympics. Steve Kerr also couldn't put his finger on it, but Steve Kerr also felt compelled not to play Jayson Tatum. So, like, I felt like that gut feeling that I have, other people have it also. Like Steve Kerr, obviously, if you were him, you would have played type shit.
Well, that's different
Why?
because that's everything that I've been saying about like when it's obviously that Jayson Tatum can play basketball, bro.
Yes, absolutely.
Like he's been an All Pro. I think at least he's been first team All NBA at least the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Been to the conference finals damn near every year of his career, bro.
Deserving.
And as the number 1 option.
Deserving.
So it's like you have me on your team. You got Derek White and Drew Holiday on your team. Drew Holiday, totally get it. Totally will understand why any coach in the world will want Drew Holiday to get hella minutes. Drew Holiday was he was the best 2-way player on the court. Offense, defense.
Absolutely.
Drew Holiday was the most important piece on that team.
Yeah.
Derek White, I can play Derek White, but I can't play Jayson Tatum.
Why?
Now,
Why?
I get it. Hold on, I get it. Derek White can spread the floor, 2-way guy, hit open shots. I get that. But
Jayson Tatum is too.
See what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand Jayson Tatum, when he's with the Celtics, he has the ball in his hand. He's creating a lot. But it ain't nothing on the basketball court that Derek White can do that Jayson Tatum can't on both ends. So how can you not find, and he taller than Derek White. That's more size for you. So how can you not find space for a guy like Jayson Tatum? That's weird.
I thought so too.
Hold on, Quentin. Especially when one of your 6'7" wings couldn't play. You was gonna play Kawhi. He wouldn't did Kawhi like that.
Kawhi's
Man,
him.
no way Kawhi Leonard was gonna sit on that bench, cuz you know that.
No, Kawhi's him.
So, but sorry, I didn't mean to just,
No. Nah, Kawhi's him. I don't think he would have done that to Kawhi. I don't think he would have done that to any other A-list star in the NBA, bro. I just feel like Jayson Tatum is a nigga that people can play with, bro. Honestly, do.
Unbelievable.
I do.
Why? Because he light skin.
I don't know why.
They don't play with Sam.
I've explained this. I've explained this already. I
Derek
can't put
White. And my other light skinned brothers like that.
Listen, bro. I can't put my finger on it. I already said this.
Quay, what you think? Quay, what you think, bro?
Look, I think Jayson Tatum, I think he got his just due early. And I think that there's like media fatigue to where it's like he got his ring and he got everything that like he was supposed to get, but like we didn't like give it enough credit because like he already got his praise type stuff. Because like I feel like everybody has always been saying that Jayson Tatum was cold, you know what I'm saying? Or that he was gonna be that guy, even before he was really ever at that point. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there was probably a point in time where Jayson Tatum wasn't who the media was saying he was yet. And I feel like maybe there might be a little bit of media fatigue with Jayson Tatum. Just because he's always in the playoffs. He's been far in the playoffs every year since he's been in the league. So I feel like we just overlook him at this point. Like it's just like normal to us.
About to say, how you get media fatigue when you ain't been crowned of nothing yet?
You don't think at a certain point in time Jayson Tatum was kind of crowned as the next one?
No, nobody's ever said Jayson Tatum has been.
I don't think that.
Nobody's ever said
I think so, just because we always seen him in the playoffs. Like because like even you, AJ, I feel like before Jayson Tatum was like a bona fide 25 point per game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like Jayson Tatum was still averaging like 20, 21.
I'm glad you said that. Because I remember when me and you and all of us would be in the group chat and we be talking about the next ones of the next wings. and you was comparing Jayson Tatum to who I'm about to say, Brandon Ingram. And I said, man, ain't no way.
At the time, it was fair.
I understand. You feel me? I understand. But it was just something about Jayson
At the
Tatum.
time, you know what I'm saying? At the time, for me, it was fair. But, like, I feel like it was an egregious thing to be compared him to because of, one, the success. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Ingram ain't been on no team that's been close to as successful as any Boston Celtics team. And like I think Brandon Ingram that year was averaging like 23, 24 points per game.
And shout out
And
to
I think
Brandon
that Jayson Tatum
Ingram.
was probably still averaging like 20, 21 points per game. So it was like a real, for me at least, it was like a real comparison. It was like, hey, like, is Jayson Tatum really like as good as what y'all were telling me he is? And like I'm to the point where like I was like, oh yeah, wait, I was wrong about that one. Like, of course, I always thought that Jayson Tatum was gonna be good, but at that moment in time, I was like thinking that he was getting a little bit more push than what he should be getting. So it might just be a little bit of media fatigue. That's how I feel.
So y'all bringing up media fatigue, early success, media fatigue, all this and all that shit. So why didn't we crown Jayson Tatum the same way we crown Anthony Edwards or Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, or those dudes that are killing?
I
and
think it's
winning?
very similar to how Anthony Edwards has been treated. If I'm being real,
We did not even come
It
close.
was
I think
it wasn't
the only
we didn't
difference with
Quay.
Anthony Edwards.
No. We didn't do that for Jayson Tatum, bro. We didn't do that.
We didn't give Jayson Tatum the Anthony Edwards treatment.
We didn't do that, bro. If he was that good,
I think we did. I think that what we're seeing with Anthony Edwards though is the fact that because his team, they made that stupid ass Carl Anthony Edwards for Julius Randle trade. Because they did that and their team isn't as good anymore. I feel like the media has backed off of Jayson Tatum in a way to where Jayson Tatum never stopped winning. And so I feel like we just seen the fatigue. I feel like.
But that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. Jayson Tatum was winning early.
Yeah.
And he was the guy on
and
that
also
team.
You got to also take into account, like, we got to see Jayson Tatum kind of gracefully take the reins from other people.
Let me just say this real quick, man. I'm gonna tell y'all what this is, man. And I ain't saying this because I'm light skinned. I'm saying this because it's a fact. If you think about any American in the NBA right now, that the NBA could be like, y'all, man, who should we? If we wanna, now it depends on your agenda. Now I know the NBA going global. Most of our our top five is European or Canadian.
All of them. All the top five is European or African.
I wouldn't argue it. So let's say all five ain't from America. But if I'm the NBA and I wanted to be, okay, I know we global, but I want to keep some level of marketability where this shit started. There's no other American more qualified to be the face than Jayson Tatum.
So why we ain't giving to him?
I can't.
But here's what I'm saying. I don't.
So now
y'all don't see it's not given to him. Like, people have spoken about Jayson Tatum as a top. Before he was a top 20 player, they were giving him top 20. Before he was top 10, I feel like they were giving him top 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just don't speak about him as if he's the best player in the league. I feel like his position is too deep with the legends. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you mean?
No.
If we look at Jayson Tatum and the position he plays, he's more along the same, like, in the same path of the LeBrons.
Oh, LeBron,
Kevin Durant's. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still got them type of dudes in the league.
That's not that deep of a position.
We don't really got no, like,
that's not that deep of a position, bro.
That's carrying the mantle.
That's
so, like,
not
the
that
two-guard
deep
spot is open.
bro.
We can talk about Anthony
Edwards. I'm about to say,
because
he probably number 3.
That's not that deep of a position, bro.
Not no more.
That deep.
Not no more. It's the point guard.
It ain't been that deep since he been in the league.
Oh, the wings?
It's been LeBron and KD, bro.
LeBron, KD, Kawhi, PG.
Kawhi. That's it. And he's way younger than all them, and he was winning. Like, why didn't we crown him like we crowned in Anthony Edwards? Like, we already crowned in Wemby. Like, we crowned in Shea. He did. We nobody has given him that same respect.
I think this goes down to the whole Jayson Tatum, Tim Duncan argument we was having the other week. Jayson Tatum is the wing version of Tim Duncan. Because Quentin, me and you, we was old enough to remember Tim Duncan in his prime. And Tim Duncan was always him. But Tim Duncan never got the media respect that Shaq got. And even in the street, even in school, when you talk about basketball players, Shaq, niggas talk about KG. Niggas talk about
KG
Dirk.
and Tim. KG and Tim Duncan. And Dirk. Those are the three.
But it's like one is clearly more accomplished than the other two. Like, it's clear. Tim Duncan's more accomplished than Dirk and KG.
But
Tim Duncan was born, fam.
We didn't disrespect him like that. Nobody did. We didn't play with Tim's name like that.
Nah, you didn't. But this the thing though. I feel like, and I can't prove it because it's hypothetical, but I feel like if we had social media in 05, maybe somebody would have played with Tim Duncan like that and called him soft.
Hell no.
Maybe
Tim Duncan would have been Kawhi Leonard during his run. You kidding me? We didn't play with Kawhi's name like that. Nobody disrespected Kawhi Leonard like that. Kawhi was always top 3.
Nah. They not playing with Kawhi like that.
Yeah, he was always top 5, top 3. Like, nah.
They with Kawhi like that. They just
wouldn't have done that, bro.
Our body bad.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, man, I don't really understand it. I don't understand the Jayson Tatum hate. I don't know how he don't win Finals MVP last year. I don't get none of that shit. That shit is weird, bro.
You don't. What you mean, bro?
Now he had one. He had a stinker. He did have one stinker, didn't he?
That's what I'm. No, I think he had 2, and that's what it was. It wasn't just like he just had 2 regular games. I feel like he had like 2 really bad games, and Jaylen Brown was consistent.
Jaylen Brown was a steady hand, bro.
He led the team in every category.
So did Steph when Andre Iguodala won the Finals MVP.
I don't think Steph led
not every category, of course, but like
I don't think Steph led in every category, bro. I'm gonna look at
my thing is the discrepancy in points per game because like people act like Steph and that's what I never liked about that because like I'm a person
and even that's goofy. Steph was supposed to win that one.
That's what I'm saying. Even like at the time when that happened, I was watching the finals and then they announced the Finals MVP and I was like, wait, what? Because like I was like, Steph, it's not like he played bad because Steph averaged like 27 or some shit like that.
He averaged 26 points.
I'd say Iggy averaged like 19, 20 or some shit like that. Passed some good defense.
He averaged 20.
I don't give a fuck about you know what I'm saying? Like that
on efficiency, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like Steph, he should have won that Finals MVP still. But my thing
Finals MVP narrative based, bro. That shit aggravating, bro.
It's narrative based and it's moment based. Iggy had moments, bro.
No, I don't know. Iggy did his motherfucking thing. He was locking.
Yes. He was deserving. I'm not mad at it.
Play Bron.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I wasn't mad at Iggy winning it because I feel like he had more moments. Steph was just being Steph. Iggy was playing out of his mind, though, on both ends.
I watched it. Iggy played LeBron the best you can play a nigga averaging 36, 13, and 9. Bron averaged 36, 13, and 9, bro.
In the finals?
Yes.
And that's why I still gave it to Iggy off what is this Finals MVP talking about? Like he didn't stop this nigga from doing nothing.
No, wait, I didn't know LeBron. I didn't know LeBron was going crazy like that.
Bro, LeBron James averaged 35.8 points, 13.3 rebounds, and 8.8 assists a game.
I didn't know LeBron was getting crazy. I ain't know he was going crazy.
I'm gonna tell you, hold on.
I'll take it back.
Quentin. Hold on, because we gotta think about this. He did that, but he shot 39.8% from the field. That's probably why. LeBron don't never shoot that. But 36 points a game in the finals is nuts.
He must have been shooting 30 shots a game. He was getting them up.
He was getting to it.
He was playing like it was over.
I'm about to say the team was good.
He was getting them up. Holy
bro, he
shit.
was getting them up. But he had to because Kyrie was hurt.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too comparable. I don't think it's too comparable to Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown though, because Jaylen Brown to me deserved that Finals MVP.
What? You don't remember they were talking about giving the Finals MVP to LeBron, even though they lost?
No, I remember that because talking about it was bringing up when Jerry West did it
on some Jerry West shit.
Yeah, they was bringing up when Jerry West. No, and I also think that was
shooting.
They was doing that too when LeBron. The other one with LeBron.
Bro, honestly, bro, that's an AI stat line, bro. If I ever seen it.
Yeah, when LeBron lost to them in one of the ones with KD, they was talking about that because I think LeBron led the
Yes.
series in like all 5 statistical categories or some shit like that. He was leading in points per
Yeah.
game, he was leading in
He
rebounds.
led both teams.
Yeah, he led both teams in all 5 statistical
Bro,
categories.
like
So they was like, should we give it to LeBron? But like KD was killing.
when I think about it, that's why ain't nobody gonna win more than four championships no more. Like KD and Steph and Bron, like this era right here, like we was talking about the other week, how it's gonna be harder and harder and harder to win 3-4 championships. This shit is the league is turned totally like it's a parity league now. If the Celtics don't win this year, like bro,
It's too talented, bro. I think the only thing that's gonna maybe
I can't see the next dynasty.
I think the only thing that might make that happen is expansion. If we get 2 or 4 more teams in the league, and like to where like that's the only thing I can see that like makes bad teams.
But
Because
then that's
like
gonna make it even harder.
I think so because like we might get like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 actual like bad teams. You know what I'm saying? I feel like where we're at today. Well, let me not say that because I feel like we're not getting there. But where we're at
Hold
today in
on,
the
hold
league,
on,
like per
hold on.
year, we probably only have like 1 or 2 bad teams in the league for real, for real. Because like the Hornets have a bad record, but like the Hornets aren't like a super
Y'all
duper
got good
bad.
talent.
We have a talent team. There's like a future there. You can see building blocks,
Like
and I feel like
I can
most
see
teams that
like
are bad
I
are
can
like
legit
that.
I can legit see at least 6 or 7 players on y'all team minimum that one day I could see helping a good team out.
Exactly. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know
And
what I
I
mean?
feel like we're at a point to where like most bad teams are like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the only team that's not like that right now that I can think of is like the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like
They got 3.
yeah, like
They
the
got
Wizards,
3
they just
players right
don't
now
really
that
got a
I know
lot
can help
going
somebody
on.
out.
But
Yeah.
other than that, like every other team has building blocks. They have young,
All right.
talented players that they
But
just might not be winning
hold
on.
on. If we had an expansion draft today, you think that the expansion teams would be bad, worse than like the Wizards right now? Think about it, because like,
But I think that adding that extended talent pool, you might get for at least like 3 to 5 years. I think that that'll cause the bad teams that run their organizations bad to be really bad. So like if you're like a team like the Charlotte Hornets that's been like a super duper middling team for a while, that's been bad at drafting, that is not a free agent destination, you know what I'm saying? And then you're losing even more potential free agents to like even more desirable destinations, say like Vegas or Seattle, you know what I'm saying? Like they're nicer cities than Charlotte. Well, I ain't gonna give Seattle better than Charlotte, but
Seattle's nice, bro.
Vegas.
Seattle's better than Charlotte, bro.
If we have an expansion team, they can't be no worse than this 04-05 expansion Charlotte Bobcat roster.
You ain't fuck with Keith Bogans?
This 04
Keith
05
Bogans,
Charlotte
Melvin
Bobcat
Eli.
Brevin
Hey,
Knight,
who else we
bro,
had?
Malik
Matt
Allen,
Carroll.
That's
Matt Carroll,
Matt Carroll. Hey, nah,
Remo
no Matt Dick Carroll
Bro,
disrespect,
that was
bro.
the first Kyle Korver.
Bobcats legend, bro. No Matt
bro.
Carroll
It was
disrespect on this podcast, bro.
it was
It's
nuts.
it's it's a few Bobcats Hornets that I'm not gonna let y'all niggas. I don't give a fuck how trash they was. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck
No
with him,
Matt
bro.
Carroll disrespect.
Wow,
Matt Carroll,
y'all was
goddamn. Who else was on that
Jai
bench?
White.
You
That
had
Jai
Jermaine.
White.
You had Jermaine Jones.
I think we had Jermaine Jones.
That was
I think on the expansion team, I think we might have had Steve Smith, bro.
I don't know about that. I ain't going
I
that far.
think
that
we
was
might
way.
I ain't going that far.
Wait, that was the second year, I think.
this.
You
Oh,
had
that was the second
Yeah,
Steve
no,
year
y'all did. Sorry, y'all did. Y'all did.
on
Y'all
the
did.
expansion. Yeah, we had Steve Smith, bro.
Steve Smith played for the Bobcats.
Steve
And
Smith
Eddie
played for the
House. And
Bobcats,
Eddie
bro.
House. And Eddie House.
I know
Eddie
Eddie
House
House
was
was
on the
there.
team.
I
Yeah.
know Eddie House was there. Steve
Who
Smith
else
was
was
a
on that
Bobcat.
team?
Ugh.
Brevin Knight was the starting point guard.
Brevin Knight.
I know Brevin Knight was
Brevin
on
Knight.
that.
Oh my
It was
God.
that Keith Bogans, Jason Capono.
Jason
Jason Capone,
Capono.
shooter.
That man right there
That
had the
boy was
ratty.
cash.
He
No,
had a ratty for
he
real.
was the first Novak. He was the first
Yo,
Novak.
for real,
Oh
for real, for real.
God, that boy was
No bullshit.
cash.
No bullshit.
But okay, real quick though, to wrap this up, So what do you guys have Jayson Tatum ranked? I didn't want us to get too far away from this. We can go
He's
down
top
rabbit.
10.
He's
I'm
definitely
not
top
gonna
10,
give a
bro.
number, but he's top 10.
I'm not gonna shit on him. He's top 10. He might be top 7.
Okay, I respect.
Definitively top 10.
He might be top 7, bro.
I respect that.
He's nothing to play with, bro. I'm not gonna like say that nigga sucks. That nigga's good. He's good as fuck at basketball, bro. Like he is nice.
Yeah,
I don't know though. I just don't get it.
yeah. I don't understand. Is Joel's not in the top 10 no more? Is he?
I don't consider him top anything anymore, bro, because he doesn't play basketball. Real shit. I'm here with it.
That's tough.
That's my guy, but he don't play basketball, so I can't rank him.
We're keeping all of our Sixers fans that watch this in our prayers. So it's been a rough decade plus for you guys. Comment below what you think about Jayson Tatum. Speaking of Jayson Tatum is an NBA All-Star starter. So what I wanted to do, if you're watching this, if you haven't seen it, we're gonna go ahead and let you guys know. Now we did our own All-Star teams the last couple of weeks. First week, we named our All-Star starters. Second week, we named our All-Star reserves. And last night, I believe it was, they named the All-Star starters for the East and the West. And in the Eastern Conference, the starters are Jalen Brunson from New York Knicks, Donovan Mitchell from the Cleveland Cavaliers, Karl-Anthony Towns from New York Knicks, Jayson Tatum from the Boston Celtics, Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks. And in the Western Conference, our starters are going to be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from the Oklahoma City Thunder, Stephen Curry from the Golden State Warriors, Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets, Kevin Durant from the Phoenix Suns, and LeBron King James from the LA Lakers. Fellas, what do you
LaMelo
think?
got snubbed, bro, and let's talk about it. LaMelo got snubbed, bro. Let's talk about it.
Nah, but for real. NBA,
Like,
y'all
I'm gonna
fucked
be
up.
real, man. I wouldn't feel no type of way about it for real, because like I know that we're trash. We only won 11 games to this point. So I'm not like this guy that's just like, oh, winning doesn't matter. LaMelo should be an all-star. Like, whatever. I don't care about that. But what rubs me the wrong way about it is the rest of the 9 players that were the top 9 out of the, you know what I'm saying? The rest of the 9 players that were the top 10 vote getters of the NBA, like the fan voting, are all in the All-Star starters. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the 9 guys that were the top 9 guys of the fan voting. For real, for real. Give LaMelo Ball his just due, bro. Like, because, like, my thing is now I feel like because he's not an all-star starter, and I think the coaches have the decision of the reserves, I don't think he's going to be an all-star at all. And I think that that's just egregious, bro.
Okay. Now, Quentin, I know you want to put something in there, but I do have more information that I'm going to be honest with you. I'm an NBA, I keep up with the NBA, but I didn't know, and I don't know if this is new, but it says the fans accounted for 50% of the vote, while players and media accounted for 25% each. Now, under what I thought was that the fans vote in the All-Stars 100%. That's what I thought. But
No, it's always been like that.
No.
it's
I
always been
knew it
like,
was
okay,
weighted, but it's like
okay,
I
cool.
didn't know what the weights were.
Okay, so the
It's always
weights
been like that.
are 50% fans, 25% players, 25% media. So this is what it came down to. Melo he blew Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson out with the fan vote. Melo won the fan vote by at least 500,000 votes. The player vote, he came in third. And in the media vote, he only got 3 media votes.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Which,
believe in
which,
I believe in the media vote. I
which,
think when you
which
tally it up and like rank them, he came in
yeah,
7th. So his first in first in fan vote, third in player vote,
and
and
third in media.
7th in media vote, I believe.
Yeah.
And to me, all that tells to me is that it's confirmation bias. The media doesn't watch small market teams. They don't watch. They watch their
They don't
same
watch
5.
small market teams that aren't good.
You feel me? Like they watch their same 5 to 7 teams. They go with their same narratives. They push their same shit. So I'm not
Which is
worried about all of that. I think
Because
that
when Cleveland was trash, don't nobody ever talk about Cleveland.
yeah, and but the thing about it is too, and I feel like this is the larger conversation that needs to be had. We've been on this for the past couple months. This ongoing conversation about the NBA has been about the ratings, the ratings, the ratings. The ratings are dwindling. People don't watch, whatever, whatever. The fans are telling you who they want to see. The fans voted
Yeah.
who they want to see in the All-Star game, and you're depriving them
Yeah.
of it. Like,
Yeah.
I was literally
what
just about
more
to say
you
that,
got to
bro.
say?
I was literally about to say that, bro. Because I'm looking at this shit, and it's just jarring to see that every other position, and then all five positions on the West, their top one, two, and three made the starters. But then you look at the East guards, and you have like the fan rank, got number two and number three on there starting.
Yeah.
No LaMelo Ball. It's kind of weird, bro.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. And like Quay said, bro, if the fans are telling you who they want to see and you're not putting them in there, then you have no right to complain about the NFL coming in and killing y'all on the ratings, killing y'all on Christmas. Because the NFL are putting people on the field that the people want to
That's what
see.
I'm saying, bro. That I don't believe that the NBA is truly tapped into like the fans, bro. Because like I feel like this voting to me really showed like the discrepancy between the fans and the media. Like I think that, don't get me wrong, I think that a lot of years the fans are like, of course, on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Every year you always gonna have like your random guy like Austin Reeves his rookie year, like Jeremy Lin during Lin Sanity. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna have your guys like that who just get an anomaly amount of votes because
Zaza Pachulia.
Zaza Pachulia was almost an all-star starter. You know what I'm saying?
Was. He was.
Um, you
The
always gonna have
whole
your guys like that because of the fan vote.
That's
And so I
funny.
don't think that the fans are like not like I don't think that the fans are like innocent of bad voting, but I think that more so than any time in NBA history, bro, this proves that like the fans are more tapped in, bro. Like we don't have stupid fans anymore,
well,
bro.
let me play devil's advocate because it was a 50-25-25 pie. What you guys say about the players that showed up for Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson more than they did LaMelo Ball?
But he was still third though. So like the weight would have still, you know what I'm saying, gave him that. Like it's
Yeah.
not like the players just completely disregarded him.
Oh
The
yeah, he was.
players still gave
Melo was
him.
seventh in the media.
That's what I'm saying. Seventh is crazy. Like I could understand if he was like if he just didn't make the All-Star starters just because and it was close, but like the dudes got edge, whatever. Like I would have been like, okay, that makes more sense. But like because I know how heavily the media vote weighed in on that decision, it's just like that.
But
That's
we could
not
see that
fair,
coming
bro.
though, because we can hear the way the media talks about Charlotte.
Oh, the bro, and it ain't even just the traditional
But it's
media.
because we have
Everybody
basketball
with a pop.
people not watching basketball, bro. Like I
Even
understand, yeah, you
even
got
the
to talk
basketball
about the
people.
Lakers, bro. You got to
Even the
Yeah,
talk about the
basketball, even the
Knicks. You got
basketball
to talk
people
about the
talk shit about
Warriors.
yeah.
Charlotte,
I
bro.
was about to say that, Quay. Even the basketball people talk crazy about Charlotte.
Yeah, we
Blake
they
Griffin
need.
was just talk about Charlotte when he wanted to talk about a terrible franchise on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
Yeah, the Charlotte is always like the first example of a bad franchise to get into.
Yes.
I think we've been
I don't
poorly
like that.
ran. We've been
I don't
poorly ran over the
I
past
don't. But
decade. So like I think
I
that
still don't like that
I'm
because I
not
feel like
absolving
Charlotte.
us from like any responsibility for where we are as an organization.
I
Don't get
feel
me
like
wrong.
it's a historical thing though, because I feel like y'all got a nice young y'all play a attractive brand of basketball.
Yeah, of course.
I don't like the way that everybody shits on Charlotte, and I'm not even a Charlotte fan, but
But
I'm
I
from.
think that, and don't get me wrong, and this is me being a Hornets fan. I'm a Hornets homer. You always know I'm a ride with my
We
guy.
are from here, bro. It
You know what I'm
sucks to
saying?
hear people talk about us like that.
It does. It
But you
does.
got to think that this too. People from here also like don't watch the games. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people just don't watch the games, bro. Like
Okay.
that's what it boils down to
You're
me.
you're you're right, Quay, and you've watched more Hornets basketball than me and Quentin. But another thing I have to ask, and this is just me playing devil's advocate, because I listen to a lot of ESPN. Like I listen to Wendy. what's my boy name? The two Tims, Tim Bontemps, and Tim
Bon
McMahon,
Tomps.
Yeah.
Bontemps and McMahon and Wendy and all them. When they speak on LaMelo Ball, it's a lot of empty calorie. They call him an empty calorie player, right?
Um,
The Hornets are 11-29. So what do you
well,
think about that?
my defense of that is one, if you were to look up the advanced statistics and look up,
Come on, analytics.
you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, if niggas want like that's what I'm saying. If niggas want to get into the analytics of the situation and start talking about, oh, he's not a winning player, or oh, he's empty stats. You know what I'm saying? If niggas want to get into the shit analytically, if you look at the Hornets' offensive rating with LaMelo Ball on the court, they're a top 10 offense in the league when he's playing.
Okay.
If you calculate the games that he has not played this season and take their offensive rating in those games, the Hornets would have the worst offense in the league by like 5 points. Like, it's a huge discrepancy. Like, and not to mention the health, like not only himself, but we've also had other talented players not be on the court. We've had Miles Bridges go through a whole year suspension. Like our core four players, Miles Bridges, Mark Williams, Brandon Miller, and Miles Bridges. I think, did I say Mark Williams? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like I
yeah,
said
yeah. You
somebody's
did, you
last,
did,
but I
you
don't know.
did.
But like our core four players have only played like 11, 12, or 13 games together in 3 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like we've had a bunch of unfortunate injuries on our team. And I feel like that's context that you would have if you're somebody who's been watching or at least casually putting in an effort to pay attention to Charlotte Hornets basketball. But if you just don't care and you're just taking shit at face value, you go look at box scores and you go look at numbers, then you're gonna be like, oh, hey, I see LaMelo has good numbers, but they're losing. So obviously they're empty stats. Those are just niggas that don't watch basketball. And this is we have a bunch of people in basketball media that don't like basketball at the end of the day. That's how I feel about the situation.
Gotcha. Well, I will say this. I think LaMelo Ball should have started in the All-Star game. The fans, they showed y'all what they wanted to see. I definitely think with the state that the NBA is and the that rhetoric around the product, I do think maybe, the fans are who going it's gonna be more fans watching than anybody else. So, maybe that should be weighted a little bit differently. But I will say this. I need to see LaMelo. Let me ask you this question. Do you think LaMelo gonna stay in Charlotte?
I think so. I think from everything that I've seen of LaMelo and
All right, cut the
his
cap.
upbringing.
Stop it.
No,
Stop it.
I'm talking about like I don't think that he's like I
Let's
don't
stop.
think that there's any soon exit coming out. Like I've seen people like Chandler Parsons. I see Chandler Parsons all the time try to send this nigga to the Clippers or some other big market. Like I don't think that it's any time like soon. I think that yeah, is it an eventual possibility? Yeah, I don't think that we're in an NBA anymore that's anybody's like a lifer for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't say that about any player nowadays. Like I don't see any player just own their team forever. But I think that LaMelo leaving Charlotte is much more further down the line than what people put it to be.
Okay.
Like
You're right.
it's
You're
not
right.
like
You're
we
right.
need next year or the next 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like we've got some
You're
time
right.
with LaMelo Ball.
You're right. You got 5 years, including this year. I thought he was on the
And I
front
think
row
that
of something.
LaMelo is somebody who is like, and I don't mean it in a way to where like I don't think that he's a player that doesn't care about winning. I do think LaMelo Ball cares about playing winning basketball. I don't think that he just doesn't care at all. But I think that contrary to popular belief, I think that he's a smart enough individual to where it's like he knows that his bigger bag is staying in Charlotte than going anywhere else and starting to move around. Like I think that he's content in Charlotte. I think he likes the city. I think, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that he has any ill will being in Charlotte. I think that he would probably like to win more basketball games, but I don't think that LaMelo Ball leaving Charlotte is anything that we need to be concerned about in the near future.
Wow, Quentin.
I was gonna say I thought he was at the tail end of his contract, but he had just signed.
He just signed.
He just signed.
What's
He
good,
got
bro? Like,
he's in the
fine.
first year of a 5-year contract. So I was gonna say I thought he was at the tail end of his rookie contract. I thought he was gonna sign one more and then get traded out. But yeah, he's gonna be there for a minute. But
The way the NBA set up, they make it really hard for you to leave within your first 7 to 8 years. If you think about most of the stars, they spend at least 7 or 8 years. Their first 7 to 8 years of the same franchise, then they leave.
And
Yeah.
look, and
know,
I'm not,
before-
you know what I'm saying? I have no type of power, no type of jurisdiction on Charlotte Hornets basketball, even though maybe I should. You know what I'm saying? I've been right more than they've been right. Shit. But if there's any sales pitch that LaMelo Ball needs to stay in Charlotte, is if he stays a Charlotte Hornet for his career, he will make over $1 billion in NBA contract money. Point blank, period. He'll be a franchise legend. When he retires, niggas like me will fucking shed tears and shit because we done watched this nigga play for the Charlotte Hornets for 15 plus years. You know what I'm saying? To me, I think that means a little bit more than going somewhere like the Clippers and maybe having a chance to win one NBA championship. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. I think it's funny you said the Clippers because my next words are going to be LaMelo Ball either be a Los Angeles Laker or a Los Angeles Clipper. And I would actually be intrigued to see him with the Clippers because in about 2-3 years, James and Kawhi, 2-3 years or less, James and Kawhi are going to be up out of there. So the other thing is LaMelo Ball can't be your A Mike and win a chip.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can, bro.
He can't, bro.
Yes, he can, bro.
LaMelo Ball will be a prime time B Mike on a championship team. I love Melo. And it's Hall of Fame B Mikes, all in the Hall of Fame. But I just don't see it.
If Luka could be your best player, if James Harden could be your best player, and I'm saying theoretically, I'm not saying that I'm not saying
you naming niggas that ain't won.
I'm not saying that they won
niggas ain't won shit. You naming niggas that ain't won shit.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying these are players that are widely regarded as franchise players on teams.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
LaMelo's a franchise player.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is that if those type of guys are franchise guys,
all right.
I think
Morant that can win a chip.
Guy.
Let's go through it. Is John Morant a Mike that's going to win a chip? Is your A Mike?
I don't think John Morant is an A Mike player.
Nah.
All right. Is Devin Booker a player that can be an A Mike player that can win a chip?
I don't think any modern two guard is. I don't think the modern two guard can take that role that far.
It's been a long time.
Not your modern traditional two guard, and
it's been a long time
Booker's
since we've seen it. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen.
There's not a traditional two guard that can do that.
We ain't seen two guard do that yet.
Let's go to the point guards.
The last two guard was D Wade actually, but that's been a long time.
Yeah.
Well, Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe. Then before that, D Wade. Yeah. So John Morant, no. De'Aaron Fox, no.
The only if we just gonna say names, the only three that I'm taking are the big playmakers.
But what
Luka, Shea, LaMelo.
What ones and twos can lead a team to a chip besides Steph right now?
Luka, Shea, LaMelo, Steph.
Boy, you putting LaMelo on some hella fire air, boy.
I think LaMelo Ball is that good, and I know that I'm a Hornets fan. Like I know I'm a Hornets homer, but I genuinely believe LaMelo Ball is that talented and that dynamic of a basketball player. Like he affects the game in that many ways.
Quay, I got a question for you. Is LaMelo as good as Prime Dame?
I think he's more dynamic than Prime Dame.
Is he
I
as
don't
good
think
as
that
Prime Dame?
I don't think that he's a better scorer or anything like that than Prime
Is
Dame. Like,
he as good
because
as
like
Prime
when
Dame? It's
Dame
a
like
simple.
the run going into the bubble that I seen Dame like that might be like one of the greatest basketball players that I've ever fucking seen, bro.
Okay.
Damian Lillard was averaging like fucking 56 points per game or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the stretch of basketball that he was playing from like the end of that season and in the bubble, like I ain't never seen nobody like that's like the best I've ever individually seen somebody play basketball type shit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So counter
So
questions. Counter question. Dame is no longer an A Mike. He is a B Mike. And they still probably aren't going to win shit this year or ever. You think LaMelo Ball could be the B Mike alongside a super talented A Mike and win?
I think LaMelo Ball can be the A Mike and win. So you're asking me a bad
Okay,
question.
hold on. I know he's young as hell. You don't put Kate Cunningham in this argument too.
I think Kate Cunningham can be in this argument because he's a big playmaker. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a
He's a big
big,
guard. He's a
you know
big
what I'm
guard.
saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's different because like
It's not
it's
different
like
to me, is what I'm saying, at the highest level. I don't feel like LaMelo Ball can do what he does and be him and win a title. I don't feel like he's that guy. And
I've seen it. I've seen it from him, bro. I've
I
seen it from him.
felt like Dame was that guy, but he was in Portland and he was
Like
never going to get out of there. So he went to the East. Now he's the B Mike, as good as he still is, alongside Giannis, and they're still not going to do it. I just don't feel like
and you
LaMelo is
gotta
that
also take
good.
into account that a lot of these A Mike, B Mike conversations come in a lot of situation and opportunity conversations because Damian
It's
Lillard
LaMelo
was
Ball.
A Mike on a Western Conference Finals team that his only opposition was the Steph Curry Warriors.
Okay, let's
He
do
went to
this
Western
then.
Conference Finals and had to play against Steph Curry and the Warriors. Like,
Can we revisit this conversation in 2 years when Brandon Miller is as good as
I don't think two
CJ
years is
McCollum?
enough time for the team that we have, bro.
You don't think Brandon Miller in 2 years will be good as CJ McCollum?
I think the playoffs and stuff is good. Like yeah, within 2 years we should be starting to be a top six. You know what I'm saying? Competing for a
But
top
we're
six.
talking about Dame. I'm comparing Dame to Melo. That Portland team was not that good. It was just Dame and CJ
And Nurkic.
Their
and
Portland teams
Nurkic.
they had well constructed teams. What are you talking about?
Bro, y'all have Mark Williams, Miles Bridges, LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller.
And the
Y'all are
four
not
niggas that you
y'all
just
don't
named have only played 11 games together
but I'm
in
saying
three seasons.
y'all are still young in comparison. That's what I'm saying. Like
Okay. Y'all
in
young
two
and okay.
years, I feel like y'all can be that Portland. Y'all can be just as good as that Portland team, if not better, roster wise. Roster wise,
Roster
that
wise,
this
yeah.
Charlotte
Roster wise, yeah.
and
And we should
yeah.
be better than them.
So
And
like them
but
niggas
that
made it to the
also
West.
But that's why
but here's what I'm saying. That also depends on the context of the league and the East and stuff. Like you can't just
Bro,
look
it's
at
not like
that
the East
roster
is
at
super.
that time
It's
and then
not
compare
like
it
the
to
East
our
is
roster at our
deeper
time and be like,
now than
oh,
the West was then, nigga.
Quentin is saying, well, it should be easier for y'all because y'all in the East.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like the East is better than the
the
West was
league
now.
is different, bro. It's a wider landscape. The league is more talented, bro.
Yeah, but
Like
I think
everybody's like you're saying that about our team, but every like you can say that about every other team damn near in the East too. Every other team got pieces that you can name like that
Every
that
other
in
team
two
don't got
years should
every
also
other
still
team
be
don't got a
good.
LaMelo Ball.
yeah, that's true.
Every other team don't have a LaMelo Ball or a Mark Williams dropping 38 or a Brandon Miller. I know he just fucked his wrist up. He's out for the year. Whatever.
Brandon Miller's out for the year.
He's out for the
Yeah,
year, bro.
yeah.
So like I said, our core four players again
Yeah.
have
That's what
only
he's talking about.
played 12 or
Damn.
13 games together,
But
bro.
I'm saying every other team don't have building blocks. Like the bad teams don't have building blocks like that. Y'all have the building blocks in place. That's why I gave you 2 years. That's why I said in 2 years will Brandon Miller be as good as CJ.
And 2 years is fair. Like I said, 2 years is fair. We're on year one of a complete, not just roster overhaul, but complete organizational overhaul. Michael Jordan sold the team. We got a new GM. We got new, like literally everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
That shit
even
don't
though I
change
feel
the
like
own.
we fucking shit the
That
bed in
that
the
shit
draft this
don't
year, I
change
don't
the
know what the fuck these
own
niggas are thinking.
court product.
But
They don't change the own court product. Y'all product been the same, and I'm rooting for y'all. I think y'all
our
have the.
product is much different.
I feel like y'all have the building blocks in place. I just watched Mark drop 38. Brandon Miller been
Most underrated
killing,
player in the
dunking on
league. Shout out to
niggas.
my name.
When Miles Bridges ain't in trouble, he's hooping. You got LaMelo Ball, who should have been an all-star starter. Y'all got it. Y'all got Baby Iverson coming off the bench. Like, y'all got pieces.
By the way, I just want to also say that, like, I think that at a certain point in time, like when Trey Mann and Grant Williams got hurt this year, like we were like maybe like 6-13 or some shit like that, which is of course not a good record, but like much more respectable than where we are now. And we
I
went
mean,
ended,
that just
ended up going on a like insane losing streak of like we lost like 11 or 12
that's
games in a row.
bro. I just hadn't played a lot of games yet.
You said what?
I said that's just because y'all hadn't played enough games yet for y'all to. We needed more of a sample size to see
No, but
where y'all.
I'm saying those two niggas got hurt and then we lost like 11, 12 games straight. Like those are two quality NBA players. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just
Absolutely.
Well,
we've been very unlucky. And I think that if you're somebody who hasn't been like actually paying enough attention to the Hornets to know how unlucky we've been in terms of injuries over the past couple years, then you
so what?
don't know.
And okay, I real quick. I want us to come back real quick. So, what do you guys think about besides LaMelo being snubbed? What do you guys think about the starters as a What do you guys think about the starters on both teams?
I think the fans had a huge hand in it, except for LaMelo, of course.
Hmm.
Uh, Jalen Brunson, I guess he was the third guard in the East after LaMelo. I wasn't mad at that. I mean, I'm not super upset about
Yeah,
anything.
I think it's fair after LaMelo.
Yeah,
I
they
think
got it
LaMelo's the
right.
only snub for real.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
got it right. Like everybody that's in there should be in there. Cat got in there. Jalen, Nick's got two of them, which
yeah,
whatever. But I think they got it right.
yeah, yeah. I wish Wemby would have got the starting nod in the
I was
West.
about to say that. I was about to say that for the West,
I do wish
which
Wemby
that shocked me
would have.
because Wemby was he the fourth forward in the West?
I think so.
Because he wasn't 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, I think. Let me find it. West front
And
court.
that shocked me. I thought he would have been at least number 2.
Yama was fourth in fan voting, fourth in player voting, and he was second in the media.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he only lost to KD by 0.25 on the weighted score.
Yeah.
So
He got my vote.
he got mine
He,
too. I
he
was in
got my
that.
vote. So that I ain't gonna say it was disappointing to see because when you look at the front court, you're just like, well, duh, that's the right choice.
Yeah,
But I just thought the fans would have put him in there,
yeah.
especially if the media have him that high. The fans would have definitely put him in there. I thought.
But like you said, bro, like LeBron, KD, and Steph, they brands are so big. All the fan got to do is see that name, be like, "Yep, I'm voting for them." Yep.
They're the ones. They're the ones.
Um. Well, yeah. But other than that, though, I mean, my nigga, I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I know I voted for Jaylen Brown, but I told y'all, and I think I told somebody on Instagram, I won't be surprised if Cat gets in, bro. Cat's having the best year of his career, so I'm not upset at that.
Yeah,
Uh,
he definitely is deserving.
yeah.
You think Jalen Brown to get in at all?
I think he will just because the coaches are going to have a hand in this.
Yeah, I think he will. I think the coaches
Just
will give him
because
the nod.
the coaches do a lot of the reserve voting, so they gonna look at they
Not
gonna
to keep,
they
not
gonna
to,
take
yeah,
into consideration.
yeah, not to keep harping on LaMelo Ball, but I think that LaMelo Ball will be the one that the coaches don't really Get the love. I think that Trey Young will probably get the love. I think Jaylen Brown will get the love. I think that
Dame,
Damian Lillard will get the love.
Dame will get the love for sure.
I think that LaMelo is the one as far as
Dame,
guards
Dame,
in the East that's gonna
yeah, he
be
might
the
get
odd man out.
Tyrese Maxey might make it.
Nah,
I don't know,
keep
Quint.
keep my boys out. I don't want no all stars. I don't want no, I don't want nothing that looks like success. Nothing. We don't deserve it.
Take Tyrese Maxey out and put
Yeah, we not even eligible, bro. We don't want it. No all stars, bro. We trying to get this number 6 pick, bro.
wow.
Period.
Wow.
Period.
Hey, speaking of Donovan Mitchell is also another A Mike that might win a championship as the A Mike this year. We don't know. We'll see. Um, that'll change things. But yeah, man, comment down below who got snubbed from the starters, who you think should have been a starter if they wasn't. Um, Speaking of people that have an all-star resume, Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler just got suspended again for 2 games. He got suspended 2 days ago for 2 games. For what they say, continued pattern of disregard of team rules and subordinate conduct and conduct detrimental to the team, including missing the team flight to Milwaukee. Now, Jimmy Butler, it's been a very, very complicated last couple of months for the Miami Heat, Pat Riley and Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler wants out. Pat Riley is Pat Riley. The Godfather ain't just gonna give up nothing for nothing. So I want to know, really from you guys. I know everybody probably is in agreement that Jimmy should probably get up out of there or be traded up out of there. What do you guys think is some potential landing spots for Jimmy Butler, man? I've been doing a lot of thinking about this. I personally think
Phoenix, bro.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I personally think that the best landing spot for Jimmy Butler is the Phoenix Suns. I think if you can find a way, now Bradley Beal has a no trade clause. Him and LeBron only got no trade clauses. So the Bradley Beal wants to go somewhere, it's gonna be because Bradley Beal wants to go there. But I feel like if you can somehow maybe get a third team in there if you need to, I don't know. But you can get Jimmy Butler in that Phoenix Suns locker room. Another thing I've heard around the league, this is like league talk that I hear in the media and on podcasts. Teams in the league think Phoenix sweet. They think they sweet. They think they soft. And I think Jimmy Butler can definitely help out with the cause of that narrative. So
it's Phoenix, bro. Like that's the only team that I see that makes sense for me for Jimmy Butler to go. I don't know where Brad Bill wants to go. I know I seen the 3-team deal rumored with had Brad going to the Bucks, Phoenix going to Jimmy Butler going to Phoenix, and then Chris Middleton going to Miami.
okay.
I think I also seen that like I don't think Milwaukee had any interest in that trade. But like yeah, it's gonna have to be Phoenix, bro. He's the only landing. It's the only landing spot I see Jimmy Butler. It's the only place that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know.
Now let me just, I don't know if you've heard this, Quay, but there's a lot of strong rhetoric around Jimmy Butler potentially going to Memphis.
I thought Jimmy Butler said he didn't want to go to Memphis.
He did say
I heard that. Did you mention Phoenix moving some stuff around to they acquired some draft picks?
they did acquire some assets recently. Phoenix acquired, I think, 2 or 3 first-round picks.
I
So
thought it was 3.
they put in the full court press on this Jimmy Butler. I don't want to see. I mean, if Jimmy don't want to go to Memphis, man, don't trade that man to Memphis for him and Ja to be arguing and fighting in the locker room and all that goofy shit. If he don't go to Memphis, don't trade to Memphis. But
The crazy part about him not wanting to go to Memphis is the fact that I think he would fit well there.
he would fit perfect.
He would fit well there, bro. He would be like their Dylan Brooks, except for good at basketball.
Bro, Alana if you get to keep Ja, Dez Bane, and Jaren Jackson, like if ain't none of them in the deal, and you get Ja, Dez, Jimmy Butler, Jaren Jackson, and who else?
Zach Edey. Zach Edey.
Zachy. Oh my, bro.
That's a lineup.
They'll win the chip this year, bro.
Whoa, I ain't gonna go that far.
They can make the finals with that roster, bro.
That's a good roster. That's a fucking good roster. But
And I'm saying that because in the playoffs, when the game's so down, if you got 5 guys that can switch and play defense, that's half the battle.
Yeah.
Like you might have to in certain lineups, you probably gonna have to play Jaren Jackson at the 5 because teams might try to shoot at Zach Edey. But I mean, they got front court players off the bench, bro. You put another competent 3-and-D guy with Ja, Dez, Jimmy, and Jaren, bro. Your team, bro. You good.
Yeah, it's a good lineup. That is a good lineup for sure. Zach Edey has shown that he can step out and shoot too.
Yeah.
That's a
You got GG.
Yeah.
You still got
no.
over there.
Brandon,
What's my boy name? Jalen Wells.
Yeah, Jay Wells.
Bro,
they would have to go though. GG would have to go. Brandon Clark is gonna have to go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, GG would be in the deal. I thought about GG would be in the deal.
I'm about to say, yeah, I just don't know what numbers. Why I don't just off the top of my head.
Marcus Smart probably gone.
Yeah, Marcus Smart probably gonna have to go.
But
Which would probably be a good fit for Miami, to be honest.
Yeah, Marcus Smart is a heater. He's a heater too.
But I just don't know, like, numerically what the contracts look like to make the number match. But I do think culturally, Jimmy Butler's a good fit for Memphis.
I think so too. I think Jimmy Butler will make Ja Morant an even better basketball player. Just having that veteran.
And Memphis is already good.
They are. They were the 3rd in the West.
We're gonna have to. It could be for another pod, but we're gonna have to talk about the Ja winning effect, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody wins more ball games than Ja Durant.
Did you hear what Stephen A. Smith said?
What did he say?
He pretty much said he's the more athletic version of AI. Like AI was able to with AI as your man, Philly was nice. Like Philly
you can win games.
You can win games with AI.
A lot of games.
Like you can go to the finals with that man. That's why I asked Quay. I ain't saying that Ja could win a chip as the A Mike, but I definitely can see Ja going on an AI like run to get to the finals. I can see that.
I think he could do it. Ja could do it.
I think
could do it.
Bro.
I do think that Ja
could do it. I don't think he could beat. Ja, he's a great playmaker, a great passer, an underrated passer. Athletic as hell. I just don't see him being the guy to win a chip. I don't know what it is about him.
I'm gonna tell y'all, and this is just me being a student of the game. And this is why I don't think LaMelo Ball can be an A Mike on a championship team. What A Mike that's not a big man, that's not a dominant post player. What A Mike y'all know that ain't got a mid-range game? That won a chip. Those the best one on the
Hey, LaMelo got the floater, man.
Man, go ahead.
He got the floater, bro.
Nah, the floater is important. Ja has the floater. He has a top 3 floater in the league. When you're talking about that, I know Tony Parker wasn't an A Mike, but we talking about Tony Parker.
Yeah, Tim Duncan.
But Tony Parker led the league in paint points.
He did. But don't none of these do that. Don't nobody do that. Don't nobody.
That's what I'm saying though. Like it can happen.
No, because what you saying is valid.
It can happen. It can happen.
Points as a 6'2" point guard is nuts.
Ja Morant can do that. It can happen. I'm not saying it can't happen. It can happen. He has the tools to make it happen. I just think I don't want to put it on a 3-ball. I don't want to put it on a 3-ball, but he got to develop the 3-ball, bro.
I'm just saying, man. Y'all know in the playoffs, the game slow down.
It slows down. Ja has the in-between game a lot.
I'm just saying, when I watch anybody that's not a big, that's the A Mike. They all got when the going get tough, when the play ain't working, when we
You got a
gotta go
bucket getter.
shot, they
You
got
got a bucket getter.
KD mid-range game, Kawhi mid-range game, LeBron mid-range game, Kobe Bryant mid-range game, D Wade hell of a mid-range game,
Paul Pierce,
Paul
mid-range game.
bro, going left or going right, midi game. That's why
Yeah.
you gotta be able to have an in-between game, some kind of pull-up that you can go to. And the other thing, LaMelo and Ja different. Ja 6'2", LaMelo 6'7". If you 6'2", it's only been 2 guards that's been 6'3" or under that's been A mics on championship teams. Steph, Isaiah Thomas. That's it. So if you taller than that, and they anomalies. They anomalies, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if you big guard, if you a guard, fam, you gotta I gotta see it. I never seen nobody
But
with
he has it though.
but I gotta see somebody with
That's what it is to me about the big guard that gives them more potential to be able to like fulfill that role. It's just because like defensively, I feel like it gives you more opportunity to be able to like hide them if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Like LaMelo, like he's not like a 6'1", 6'2" dude out there that you gotta hide on defense.
Okay.
Like,
not
yeah,
Trey,
LaMelo's not a great defender
he's
or
not
whatever,
Trey Young,
but
though. He's
like
not
he's still 6'7"
right.
with decently long arms. You know what I'm saying? Like,
LaMelo reminds me of Allen Iverson on defense. They
and
weren't
like I'm about to say,
great
LaMelo's
on-ball
still like
defenders.
I think he's an underrated
They're
defender because I think that he's a
They're
defensive
crafty.
playmaker.
They're
He's
crafty
not a
defenders.
good
Yes.
on-ball defender. I don't think that a lot
Yes.
of guys in the NBA today are
LaMelo
good
is really
on-ball
good,
defenders.
but
But he is a defensive playmaker. He's got a high enough
They're
IQ to where he
has
can read the game, he's in
exactly.
passing lanes.
They're
Like he can
crafty
read the game.
defenders.
And
Yes.
so I don't think
Those
he's a
guys
bad
like that.
defender. I think that he's just a gambler. I think that he's a disruptor. He can be a disruptor on defense, you know what I'm saying? And I
I
think that
feel
that's something
like
that
so
with good coaching can be tamed to a certain extent.
hold on, Quentin. Do you think LaMelo can be an A mic on the championship team? I ain't get your answer.
no. I said I don't think he can. I said
B
that.
Mike though. B Mike.
A strong
Strong,
B Mike.
strong B.
One B.
Kobe Bryant level B Mike.
Yeah, one B Mike. Yes, one B.
Like young Kobe B Mike.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes, like 37 point per game in the finals. Kobe Bryant at 21 B Mike. Yeah, I think LaMelo could be that. I think he needs a running mate. That's why I'm giving them 2 years. I need to
So
see
you put
where.
LaMelo with Giannis. It's up.
Oh, what?
Okay.
LaMelo Ball with Giannis?
That's nuts. It'll never happen. I just wanted to throw out a hypothetical.
I feel like Giannis would allow LaMelo to like shoot better.
I mean, all the attention he draws, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah. You pair LaMelo with like a AD
Or
Or
like nasty work.
like a
What the
Jokic.
fuck are you
Healthy Joel.
I don't know about Jokic. I think that takes the ball out of his hands too much, but it's like a AD.
You don't think he'll be a good? You think he'll be a good fit with Giannis, but don't think he'll be a good fit with Jokic.
Bro, Jokic.
Bro. I think Jokic can play with anybody. I think Jokic can play with
Jokic can literally play with anyone. Giannis can't. Giannis can't.
Y'all talking about some nasty basketball.
Nah, but I'm saying, Quay, like I used to be like, I think I want to see Jokic and Luka. Then I said, well, nah, Jokic, Luka, they both like to have the ball in their hands. But I said, Jokic play with Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray ain't just totally off ball. So I think Jokic can play with anybody.
But Jamal Murray can also play off ball.
He can.
I don't think LaMelo can.
Jokic making it work with Russell Westbrook, bro.
Why don't you think?
Have you seen their offense?
I don't want to make this.
Have you seen their offense? Hold up. Did you see that tweet, AJ?
What tweet?
Bro, they were shitting on LeBron, bro. They were like, why can't this work why couldn't this work with LeBron? And they just showed Westbrook throwing it down to Jokic and cutting, and Jokic would just give it right back for layups.
They what's your boy name? Dan Lebatard.
Yeah.
He was saying it because of he wasn't serious, but it made me think. He was trolling, but he said I'm trolling for clicks. He was on Udonis and Mike Miller's podcast, the OGs.
Oh, geez, yeah.
And man, Dan Levitar said, why we don't talk about Jokic as the GOAT?
Good question.
Jokic
He
is
said,
going to go down
if
as
you write, if you, he said,
the
if you write,
best center of all time and
said,
a
if you
top
write
5
down
player of all time.
everybody numbers and just put them on a blank sheet of paper with no names, you probably gonna pick his.
Yes. If you don't pick Wilts.
You're going to pick Wilt.
What?
But Jokic
No,
is
no. He was saying between if you put all Mike's numbers down, all Bron's numbers down,
Yeah.
all Jokic's numbers down, and you
I'm
pick
As
picking
long as
Wilt.
Wilt ain't on that list, you're probably going to
I'm
pick.
picking Wilt. If
you
I'm just looking
probably
at
gonna
numbers, I'm
pick
picking Wilt.
But
But
modern NBA, we know what's up.
yeah.
Okay,
but
okay. Yeah. You'll pick Jokic every time.
Jokic,
Got three.
and I think that we're going to have a lot of uncomfortable conversations when Jokic's career is done and over with
That shit
because
ain't,
he's one of the best basketball players I've ever watched in my life. So
Is
that
he
shit ain't
top?
uncomfortable for me no more because my boy don't play basketball no more. So Jokic is the guy, bro.
He's
no, but he's like the best center that ever played basketball.
He's the best center to ever
Hold on.
play, bro. He really is.
And people aren't talking about it.
Wait a minute, not yet. Y'all gotta relax.
What do you mean,
Why?
not yet?
He's not better than Shaq yet, bro.
Yes, he is.
Why is he not?
He's been better than Shaq for like 2 years.
We talking about like a 50, 40, 90 center that fucking averages a triple-double
with 30 points a game. Like
and 2 MVPs, a ring. Like, what are we talking about?
Shaq got 4 chips. Shaq got an MVP.
Dude, Shaq got 4 chips without 2 of the greatest shooting guards of all time?
He don't. But
All right, then.
y'all.
Jokic ain't got no other Hall of Famers on his
Jokic
team.
is Jokic.
He's just
Period.
him, bro. And he don't even love the game.
They want to go ride horses in fucking Serbia.
Yeah, the fuck we talking about? That nigga is the coldest.
That nigga said he don't even love the game. I gotta think about that, man.
He the
Best
coldest,
center that
bro.
we've ever seen, bro.
AJ, it's so much easier when you don't have a horse. It's so much easier when you don't have a horse to fight, bro.
To me, the uncomfortable conversation is that it's really not close. That's the uncomfortable conversation.
It was so much easier for me when my horse was out of the race. I was like, man, this nigga cold.
It's
I ain't
not
got to
close,
fight.
bro.
My boy not in the MVP race no more. Like, fuck it. Jokic is like the greatest nigga I've ever seen.
Jokic is the best center we've ever seen,
All
and
right.
he deserves he's in top 10 conversations.
Honestly, bro, he's the face of the league. He just don't want it.
Listen, I think Nikola Jokic is the best player in the league. But
Yes, by far. Not even close.
But I gotta y'all listen. And
He's better than Shaq. He would have cooked Shaq up. What are you talking about?
You think he would have cooked Shaq?
Yes.
You think Shaq is coming out there to guard
All right,
him?
hold on. Nah, yep, you're right. Nah, hold on, no. You're right.
No, Shaq would have destroyed him too.
Okay, that was my question. What's gonna happen on the other end?
Foul.
It don't matter. So,
Foul.
You
Shit.
said, you said,
so what?
you know how many
Foul.
niggas got the foul Shaq got dunked on?
Okay, and then
Of Shaq dunking on 4 New Jersey Nets players.
okay, fine, but you still got to guard that nigga. That nigga gonna have 36, 15,
And
and
12,
12.
for sure. I don't
So and a win.
Jokic is cold, bro.
He's the best ever, bro.
He the best center ever. He the best player ever.
He's top 10.
He's
top 10 ever.
definitely top 7 all time.
He's top 10 ever, though.
He's definitely top 7 all time.
He's top 10 ever, though.
I'm gonna give him 7.
Hold on, top 7 is nuts. Who's your top 7?
Yeah, 7 is kind of crazy because I feel like you can say top 10 and just kind of be.
Quentin, I know you're trying to like low key troll me, but 7 is nuts, bro.
He's top 10.
So who's the other 3 that he wouldn't have been better than? Let's talk about it. Mike.
Where? Okay, if he's top,
Let's say you got to name your 7th.
most of the time when people say a number like he's top 7, that means he's number 7. So where is he? Like who's in front of him?
Mike.
Okay, Mike.
Bron. Magic. Kareem. Kobe. That's 5.
Yes.
It's getting kind of tight.
Tim Duncan.
So, hold on, Mike.
Okay.
Bron.
Tim.
on, bro.
Magic. Kareem.
Come on, bro.
You said
Tim.
2 basketball players, bro. Come on.
Tim.
That's 6.
Larry?
I'm be honest.
Maybe. Maybe Larry?
I think Nikola Jokic might be better than Bird.
So who would be your sixth or seventh? Six, like I named 6 formidable niggas.
I got a very high regard for Hakeem Olajuwon.
Hakeem was both. He played both ends. I'll give you that.
That's why, and that's why
he played both ends.
Mike and Hakeem, the only niggas that have won MVP and DPOY in the same year.
He played both ends.
So
I could give Hakeem that respect, but is Hakeem better than Jokic?
But do you think Hakeem is better than Shaq? That's what that would have to come down to.
I think that's a toss-up.
Okay, I respect it.
I don't think that Hakeem. I don't got Hakeem up there, but the one that I do.
I don't think Hakeem's better than Jokic.
The one that I do put up there, just out of pure respect, you know what I'm saying, is Bill Russell. Bill Russell.
Hold on. Quay, you think Jokic better than KD?
All-time ranking, and you know me with KD, bro.
Yeah, all-time ranking, Quay. Y'all think Jokic better than Steph Curry?
Nah,
you think Steph Curry's top 7 all time?
No, I ain't gave y'all my ranking. I asked you if you thought Jokic was better than Steph Curry.
On impact on the game, yes.
He's not
I think Steph.
Hey, let's calm down. He's not
no. Let's talk about impact.
He might be better than KD all the time, though.
Let's talk about gravity and let's talk about impact. It's two
gravity.
No. I think Steph has the most gravity ever.
Okay, thank you.
He has the most gravity ever.
Jesus Christ.
But there's a difference between gravity and impact.
Steph Curry ain't got no impact. He changed the way basketball.
Steph Curry can have a bad game and they get blown the fuck out. Jokic's bad game is 12, 15, and 15.
He's 10 inches taller than Steph Curry.
And they're still gonna win. like Jokic is like I'm ranking Jokic higher than Steph. Like, are we just talking about player? Like, are we just talking about basketball ability or legacy?
However you rank your top.
I'm talking about legacy. I'm talking about
legacy. No, we're not. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about legacy.
We're talking about just basketball players.
Nah, if he's talking about
of all time,
I'm talking about basketball talent.
If we talking about basketball players, Quay would have ranked KD top.
Right, like, so KD's number 1, bro.
Yeah. No.
And Jokic might be like number 2.
I'm just
like,
let's go ahead and
basketball players I've ever watched, bro.
I'm not okay.
Natural basketball talent, bro. I've never seen a basketball.
No, listen. I'm about to be. No, listen. I'm going with the media type shit that the All-Star game is on. Let's say legacy is like 20%, and basketball talent is 80.
When we say top, legacy can't be 20.
30.
Favorite. If it was favorite, then yeah. But if you're your top,
if it was favorite, then none of these niggas would be up here. What are we talking about? I'm talking about like 30-70. Talent.
What's the 70?
Talent. 30's legacy.
So you got Jokic in front of Steph Curry. I just want to have this recorded. You got Jokic in front of Steph Curry.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. All right.
I don't like the way you're saying that because it makes it sound like I'm shitting on Steph.
Because I
think Steph is also top 10.
Steph Curry, the resume, the impact on the game, the influence.
Yes. Gravity, all that. Yeah.
You could argue that Steph Curry is the second most accomplished guard in league history.
First.
I wasn't gonna go that far. I don't know who's more accomplished than Michael Jordan, but I mean,
I thought you were talking about point guards.
Guards.
MJ. Yeah.
Make argument that Steph is the second most accomplished guard in league history. I don't even really think that, but I could see the argument.
I have Steph ranked as the best point guard ever, and I've been having him that. I've been having him that for a long time. Niggas shit on me.
Ranked as the best point. Hold on, you got Steph ranked as the best point guard ever, but you got Magic in there. You got
You did say Magic, bro. You did say Magic.
you said
way before you said Steph.
LeBron. You said Mike, LeBron, Magic, Kareem.
I did say that. I did say that. I did say that.
Come on, cuz.
I did say that. I did say that.
Come on, cuz.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! I
niggas
did
be
say that.
man.
I
This
did
what
say
I'm
that.
saying. I could understand. I think Nikola Jokic is leaped above Larry Bird. I think he's leaped.
So is he top 10?
You ain't say Wilt.
I don't trust. I ain't got no film. I don't even know
There's
if Wilt
plenty of
was a.
film on Wilt, bro. You can watch.
No,
watch.
I did see some Wilt film, but not the important Wilt film.
Man, y'all just told
You
me.
ain't got the 100. Bro.
Y'all just talked about. Listen, y'all just.
If the 100, if I didn't see the 100, then I don't know if it happened for real.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Wilt was,
hey,
no,
bro,
but listen, Wilt was cold.
Brother.
Wilt was cold. He had some shit that I didn't think he had. He was doing post fades and shit.
Jokic over Bill Russell.
Yes, absolutely. What the fuck are we talking about?
All time, for the sake of just like, if we're talking about all time legacy, if we're talking about just legacy, if this is a legacy conversation, for the sake of legacy, I don't got, you know what I'm saying, Russell. I don't got Jokic over Bill Russell, you know what I'm saying, out of respect. But obviously he's a better basketball player in like all time. You know what I'm saying? Like
with respect. With respect, OG.
But like I respect.
I
actually have, and like I've watched enough of 60s basketball to like have enough respect.
I bet it.
I fuck with like
Wait,
Bill Russell and Bob Cousy wasn't just scrubs, bro.
Wait, what film you watched on Bill Russell, bro? We gonna stop.
Bill Russell and Bob Cousy wasn't just scrubs, bro. Bob Cousy was nice, nigga. Like them niggas.
No. We didn't watch Bill Russell. I remember we watched Bob Cousy, bro.
I was watching full games like it was Netflix, bro. Like,
Bob Cousy could have played
I
today,
just went
bro.
on a spree to where I was just watching historic basketball games like it was fucking Netflix.
You watched Bill Russell. What made you think he was up?
I watched every full game from the 60s that I could find, nigga. And the nigga wasn't that bad of a basketball player.
What was he doing, bro? Besides getting
good defender, nigga could pass. And like the thing about it is, from like
don't do that,
19
from like he averaged like 12. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Doing besides rebounding. Bill Russell was starting your fast break with a block shot.
He was starting fast break with a block shot, but I'm saying if you watch the games, bro, he was like somewhat, of course, like you got to think that big men wasn't handling the ball and all that kind of stuff in their time period. But
I don't like how y'all making me watch them full games, bro.
Bill Russell was an orchestrator on their offense too.
I don't like how y'all making me,
bro.
I didn't say he sucked. I don't like how you're putting that on me right now. I don't like that. Watch
the full games, nigga. Do you
rewind
watch?
it?
Have you went back and watched the full games,
let's rewind this
because we're talking about an era between like the late 50s and like between the late 50s and like 1971, 1972. They were actually still playing pretty good basketball. They played at a fast pace. They were still scoring like 120, 130, 140 points per game. The league didn't really start getting trash until the 70s and 80s, and then they added the three-point line in, and everybody was scared to shoot threes, and so everybody was playing inside, and they were scoring 70, 80 points a game. But before that, niggas was scoring 140, 130, 120 points per game before there was ever a three-point line. In the days of the Boston Celtics with John Havlicek coming off the bench and shit like that, that nigga was cold too. Coming off the bench,
absolutely.
Like them niggas was getting to it. Them niggas was playing good basketball, bro. It didn't get bad basketball until like the 70s and 80s. So I don't
Magic Johnson slowing it down, trying to play all this Harlem Globetrotter shit. But I ain't gonna talk about that.
Bill Russell was not that bad of a basketball player, bro.
I never said he was bad. This is the part I'm talking about.
But I don't like niggas unnecessarily shit on old basketball too much, bro.
I didn't do that.
Were not as trash.
I didn't shit on. I don't like the way y'all painting that legend, bro. Like I didn't say that. But
he just thinks he's as good as Nikola Jokic.
He's way better than Nikola Jokic.
His legacy is better than Nikola Jokic's, bro. That's all I said.
No. Have y'all wait, listen. I know we talk about Wilt's stats, but have y'all ever took the time to go on Basketball Reference and look at Bill Russell's stats? Bill Russell was out there averaging 15 points and 24.7 rebounds a game.
That's my thing, bro. And he wasn't really.
But my thing is, I feel like when you watch if you go and watch any full Bill Russell, any full Celtics game,
he controlled the whole game.
You can find of that time.
So he was
like the context, bro. It's like
so he was like Draymond Green.
Kinda.
Except for 7 feet.
In a sense, bro. In a sense. Like, he wasn't just no scrub out there, bro. Like, he was an orchestrator, bro. Like, he...
Quentin, it would have been like...
Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Bill Russell was Bill Simmons.
Blocks, Quay. Quay, can you imagine if they was recording blocks in the 60s?
That's what I'm saying, too, bro. It's like...
Quay, you still have
impact in the game that was different, bro.
Quay, you have access to the greatness index?
I might.
Oh, that's algorithm, man.
We should definitely.
Yes, I built the algorithm, and Bill Russell was up there. He was like top 6, top 7. I'm not shitting on him.
Hey man, shout out to my boy Quentin. Quentin built a whole algorithm, the greatness index. We might need to bring that back to the public since
we do. I need to get back into it, bro, because that was it was accurate, bro. That shit was accurate.
Yeah. So to that we kind of went on a tangent, you guys. So everybody wants Jimmy Butler in Phoenix.
Yeah, and that's what we was talking about. Nah.
Everybody wants Jimmy Butler in Phoenix. Is what I
don't care what that nigga play, bro. Like,
send that nigga.
He can come back to. I mean, he can come back to Philly if you want to, but if he can, I mean, realistically though, like if he lands in Phoenix, I don't think that changes much for them.
Really?
I mean, what does that change for them
in the playoffs?
It gives them a brighter future. I think it gives them more flexibility to like.
If they
make the trade for Jimmy, they'll probably re-sign him to like a 2-3 year extension. They'll probably get KD on a 2-3 year extension, and it gives them more. It widens their championship window.
What are they giving up? That's my part. What are they giving up for Jimmy?
Probably Nurk, probably Grayson Allen, probably
you losing shooting off the rip. You losing a big body for somebody that don't shoot threes. Like, what do you gain? That's where I'm at with it. You don't really gain that much. I think you're losing. I think you're actually losing offense.
The extra parts are kind of like supplementary. Like the supplementary parts are kind of replaceable.
I don't think offense is Phoenix's problem, bro. I think subtracting Bradley Beal and add Jimmy Butler, especially in the finals when you're going to, let's say Phoenix goes all the way to the finals, hypothetically speaking, you're probably going to play either Boston or Cleveland. They're not beating Boston or Cleveland if they ain't got 4 or 5 guys that can switch everything. And they're not beating. You might can beat Cleveland like that, but you're not beating Boston like that, bro.
You're not going to beat Cleveland like that because Cleveland can score.
So I'm saying, I mean, Bradley Beal can't guard like that no more. His back bad. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I think Phoenix, I've seen some shit about Dallas. I think Jimmy told them Dallas was one of his ones too, but I just think that Dallas is good with how they are. Like, I think Dallas in the playoffs is going to be, if everybody healthy, Dallas is going to be an issue in the playoffs again, I think.
Let me ask y'all this, because I feel like we haven't necessarily had a conversation about this. In general, how do y'all feel about the way that Jimmy Butler has been moving?
Jimmy Butler toxic, bro.
Yeah.
Everywhere he go, it end like this.
Yeah, it's not Pat Riley, bro. It's Jimmy Butler.
That's what it is for me. It's like
he's done it everywhere.
This is every single place that Jimmy Butler has been. There's been a bad exit, and I think that to that point, it's just like if you're like, and that's why I'm like, it's Phoenix or nothing for me. It's just like Phoenix Suns are the only ones that can kind of afford to kind of like. It's like if I'm the Detroit Pistons or if I'm the Memphis Grizzlies and I'm building I got a solid core young group of guys, you know what I'm saying? What do I want to bring that? Why would I want to bring this guy in the locker room? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been toxic every place that he's been when it hasn't gone his way. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Not to shit on Jimmy Butler, but like I feel like we're getting at the point, like, because you gotta think about how people talk about like Kevin Durant and how he went to the Warriors and you know what I'm saying, LeBron and how he went to the Heat and like different other peoples that have switched teams. And I feel like we ain't really shit on Jimmy Butler for how he's moved. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's had bad exits out of like 4 teams now. Like, and nobody's just been like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of them situations where if he's happy, great teammate to have. Once that nigga start feeling like I don't want to be here no more, yeah, I think it's some Jimmy shit, bro. I don't know. But yeah, man, shout out to Jimmy Butler. Comment below what you think Jimmy Butler, what you think a good landing spot for Jimmy Butler would be. To wrap it up, man, it's been a pretty good show. To wrap it up, I want to acknowledge the class of 2025 Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame nominees. I didn't know. This is kind of old news, if I'm being honest with the audience. This came out last month, but I didn't realize that Carmelo Anthony was a nominee. And I did some math. I said, wait a minute. Carmelo Anthony retired in 2022. How can he be eligible now? Well, apparently they have decreased the number of years that you have to wait post-retirement from 4 to 3. So, along the notable first-time nominees, we got Carmelo Anthony, Mickey Arison, which I believe is the Miami Heat, either an owner or somebody related to the owners of the Heat. I'm not sure. Sue Bird, WNBA legend, Lisa Bluter, Iowa's old head coach, Caitlin Clark's old head coach, Billy Donovan, Mark Few, coach, Sylvia Fowles, Mark Gasol, Dwight Howard, Maya Moore, and Amari Stoudemire. So, I think they normally select five or six people to get into a Hall of Fame. So out of all those names, I mean, obviously Melo's a shoe-in.
Do they only select 5 total across all?
I think it's. Let me look at last year's. Last year, the 2024 Hall of Fame class, it was. Let's see, NBA. It was. I think okay. So Michael Cooper getting into the Hall of Fame is nuts. Respectfully, Jesus Christ, you knew that, Quentin?
No idea. I had no idea.
Bro, you.
I ain't even watched it. I ain't even peeped last year's.
Bro, Michael Cooper got into the Hall of Fame.
He got like 5 rings, right?
Come on, fam.
He didn't win all his rings with Magic.
He very, very, very high level role player.
Yeah.
Come on, fam. Robert Horry getting in next.
He should have been.
Come on,
he ain't
fam.
in yet.
He might need to.
He
Y'all
hit a lot of big
that.
shots, bro.
If he didn't hit big shots, I'd be like, nah. But like he
big shot
contributed,
Rob, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like we remember Robert Horry, you know what I'm saying? Just because he hit big shots.
He hit big shots, bro. He was important. It's not like he was like riding the bench, bro. He was like a starter and fucking the 6th man.
And look, I'm a Laker. Shout out to Big Shot Rob.
Robert Horry could be like a 4th, 5th ballot Hall of Famer.
He should be in there.
I wouldn't be
He's
mad
not in
at
there already.
him
He's
getting in the
Hall
Hall of Fame 20 years.
AJ, I don't
later,
like the way you just like talked about your man's like that.
Because he won 7 chips, but it ain't like,
bro. He was getting to the money.
Robert Horry, I don't even know if Robert Horry averaged over 15 points a game.
Bro, he saved y'all.
I don't know if he averaged over 10 points a game.
He literally saved y'all against Sacramento. And
so
then
Clay,
he went.
So Clay, he should get Hall of Fame status.
He saved y'all. And then he went to San Antonio and did the same thing.
Him and Derek Fisher might be honorary Hall of Famers.
Bro, come on, bro.
John Paxson saved Michael Jordan. Should John Paxson be a Hall of Famer?
Bro. Nah, but like
it's Robert Horry. He was a starter, bro.
I'm rolling.
He was a starter, bro.
John Paxson was a starting point guard for the Bulls.
Nah, it's not the same.
That's not the same, bro. If you said Steve Kerr though, then I'd be like, yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at Steve Kerr.
But Steve Kerr,
because we remember Steve Kerr much more than we remember John Paxson.
Come on, fam. Look.
Granted, I don't think that Steve Kerr should be in the Hall of Fame.
Steve Kerr is going to get it. Go ahead.
As a player, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Get your shit off.
Steve Kerr is going to be a Hall of Famer.
As a coach.
Just in general.
Steve Kerr,
he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
That's both.
Like, it's his whole career.
On the strength of what, Quay?
Steve Kerr?
On the strength of what?
Steve Kerr got 7 rings.
He's got 7 rings in the as an NBA in the NBA career. His NBA career is crazy.
My blood pressure up. Steve Kerr was gonna make the Hall of Fame of a player. Steve Kerr retired
because he has a legendary NBA career.
I agree.
As both a player and a coach. Like he wasn't a legendary experience in the NBA.
He wasn't the first.
So wait. What's the percentage of the pie that's gonna be coach versus player?
70-30.
70-30, yeah. 70-30.
80-20. 90-10. You know why? You know why? Because Steve Kerr retired in 2003. And if Steve Kerr was going to make the Hall of Fame as a player, he would have made it in 2008.
No, he wasn't first ballot.
Because he's not a first ballot guy.
Y'all ain't finna. Hey, man, look. Check this out. Class of 2024.
He was a first ballot.
He wasn't first ballot. He wasn't first ballot, bro.
I was just saying.
He's going to be 20 of so he gonna be 20 of ballots.
There's a such thing as Hall of Fame role players,
bro. Like he when he retired and for years and years on, he was like the highest 3-point percentage leader, bro. That's got to count for something.
But some niggas that were just shitting on Steve Kerr, boy, y'all funny as hell, boy.
Who was shitting on Steve Kerr?
Quay.
Who was I shitting on Steve Kerr?
When we was talking about, we had a Steve Kerr conversation earlier. Look, man, I ain't want to get too far in the weeds.
Bro, get to the ballot, bro.
Let me get to the ballot. So look, last year they put in Chauncey Billups.
Okay.
Vince Carter.
Deserving.
Michael Cooper. Walter Davis, Carolina legend. I know y'all know who Walter Davis is.
That's before my time.
Walter Davis was the St. John's. I'm thinking about somebody else. Hubert Davis was the Carolina. Walter Davis.
Bo Ryan. What's up with Carolina and all these Hubert niggas? Anyway, go ahead. Bo Ryan. Yeah. For sure.
Wisconsin coach.
For sure.
Some high school coach that I guess was really good in Louisiana named Charles Smith. Simone Augustus. That's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dick Barnett won a championship on that Knicks team with Willis Reed. Willis Reed, yeah. Dick Barnett. Damn, I know all these people made it. Some coach, some NAIA coach named Harley Reed, Michelle Timms from the WNBA, Doug Collins, Herb Simon, Jerry West's Nick Zach, and yeah. So
Jerry West got in there twice?
Yes.
It's crazy.
So how many did they choose?
10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, but out of those 13. So out of those 13 spots, 4, 5, 6, 8 were players.
So look, bro, if we're talking about this year's Hall of Fame class, give me Melo, give me Dwight Howard, give me Sue Bird.
Doc Rivers is also a nominee.
Yeah, you said Maya Moore, right?
Yep.
Maya Moore. Didn't you say Sylvia Fowles too?
I did.
Yeah, give me those 3 on the women's side because legendary careers, definitely. Give me Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers can go in the Hall of Fame.
Penny Hardaway is also a nominee. And Sean
you said Billy Donovan as a coach. Billy Donovan, Mark Few.
Robert Horry
good, bro.
Robert Horry is also a nominee.
Give me Robert Horry this year, bro.
Give me Robert Horry.
Give me Robert Horry this year, bro.
Nigga got like 12 rings.
Give me Robert Horry this year before Penny or anybody like that, bro. Penny don't need to be in the Hall of Fame before Robert Horry. Nigga, give me Robert Horry.
Man, let's talk about it. Yeah. Talk your shit. What you talking about? It's Robert Horry, bro. Big shot Rob, bro. We recreated that game winner in the yard, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
That's one of my. I'm gonna be 100 with you as a 28-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Robert Horry hitting that shot, bro, is one of my first basketball memories. For real.
He
Like, I
saved
just
y'all.
remember that's the reason why I know the name Robert Ory for real, and that's the
He
reason why I
saved
respect
them
him.
boys,
I
man.
thought he was much better than what he actually was until I got older and
No,
realized,
he was really good. He was really good early on in Houston, bro.
He was.
But I'm just
He was
saying,
really good.
because of that
Hey.
shot and how young I was, the name was much bigger than the player. I thought Robert Ory was like that. You know what I'm saying? When I was young.
He was like that though.
When I was young, I thought Robert Ory was
What?
like
Define,
that
hey, hold
because
on.
Robert
Quick,
Ory was that guy.
define like that.
Hall of Famer.
In Houston, the nigga could jump out of the gym,
Dunking
shoot
on
that.
I'm with you.
He could jump out of the gym. He could shoot it. He could dribble. Like he. No, for real. Young Robert Ory was getting to the money. Now, older Robert Ory, by the time he got to LA, he wasn't really old, but he was like middling. Very important piece still.
Okay.
Starter. Actually, I don't know if he started. He might have came off the bench for y'all.
Y'all gonna put Robert Ory? I don't know if y'all heard me, but I said Sean Marion was eligible too. So y'all can put Robert Ory in the Hall of Fame over Sean Marion?
Absolutely.
Before Sean Marion, yeah, but not. I'm gonna be real. Not before
It's not a
Chauncey
wide
Billups.
gap.
You did say Chauncey Billups, not before Chauncey Billups, but
Not
before
before
Sean
Chauncey.
Marion for sure.
Phillips made it last year.
Oh, Chauncey Billups made it last year.
Chauncey made it with
Oh,
him.
my fault. I thought you was naming him on.
I would put Robert in before Sean Marion.
Yeah. I put him in
But
before
Sean
Sean
Marion was
though.
really, really good though. But like, I don't feel like he reaped his reaped the benefits of his labor until later in his career.
I mean, I was just trying to, name people that, had somewhat of a resume as a top 2 or 3 option on their team with all-star.
It's a lot of niggas that had Sean Marion like careers that ain't close to getting in.
Yeah. I can
So I
understand.
mean,
I can understand that.
but yeah. For sure. Robert Ory should get in. But
I'm looking
Dwight,
at the list, bro. You said I'm looking at the list. It said it got Bill Laimbeer on there. I think Bill Laimbeer might deserve it.
the hardest elbow, forearm shiver. Yeah.
I mean, if you're
Most
gonna throw
physical.
Robert Ory in, you gotta throw Bill Laimbeer in.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad.
This is a good one though. You said Amari or Robert Ory.
Ain't no way you got a Robert Ory in there and not Amari Stoudemire, bro.
Ain't no
way you talk about Bill Laimbeer and not Amari Stoudemire, bro.
I didn't say that.
I'm talking to Quay.
The only reason why I was about to say Bill Laimbeer is because I forgot he didn't win no championship with the Aces. So,
man, come on.
If he had to win some chips with the Aces, then maybe.
He's under that Bill Laimbeer as a player. It says PLA.
He must have been on that list
I'm
for
saying
a long
that would have
time.
made it more all encompassing for me. If he had won like a chip or two with Asia, you know what I'm saying? Then I would have been like, all right, yeah, Bill Laimbeer. But then now that I think about it and he didn't, I'm like, nah, not Bill Laimbeer over Robert.
Okay, so what about Robert Ory still? So Quentin, what about your boy Doc?
I'm on the fence about this one. Why is Doc for short? He got championships as a player?
No, listen. Doc Rivers.
He's one of the winningest coaches of all time.
Doc Rivers is nominated as a coach.
Yeah, he's one of the winningest coaches of all time. I'm not going to take that away from Doc Rivers, even though he's not like super duper great as a coach. You know what I'm saying? But he is one, like, I think he's top 10 or like something like that in wins. So, like, yeah, he's a Hall of Fame coach in the NBA, bro.
All right.
I agree.
But only having one ring is crazy.
Yeah.
Only having one ring
like,
on a team that you didn't even really coach is crazy.
I think like where he is at on the list of all-time wins would probably surprise you, bro.
No, I understand where he's at. That's why I was excited about him coming to Philly.
Is George Karl a Hall of Famer?
He better be if Doc Rivers is.
George Karl didn't win a championship.
George Karl didn't win a championship.
George Karl is a better coach than Doc Rivers.
Was he?
Based on what?
Every player that we know hates George that like played.
He was a terrible. He's a terrible human. But he coached well, I thought.
Might be why his ass ain't win no chip.
Nah, everybody says that he's the reason why they didn't win. Because they had a squad. That Denver squad was loaded, nigga.
They was nice, nigga. And he
The,
had
Lak-
Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. Yeah, they played against Mike, but he had
the,
some
Lo-
talent.
the Lakers were also loaded when he had that Denver squad, and that's what happened with that. But I don't know much about George Karl
Fam,
until the Denver run.
Rick Adelman is a Hall of Famer. Ain't no way Doc Rivers ain't getting in.
Who did Rick coach?
Rick Adelman was the coach of that '02 Kings team.
Oh yeah,
Come
Bibby
on,
Nam.
fam. Come on, fam.
Bibby Nam. And he's not in.
He in there.
Oh,
Rudy
he
Tom
is in there.
got 2 rings.
Oh,
Yeah,
bro,
he went there, bro.
you didn't say Mark Gasol, bro.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
did. He
yeah,
did say
You
Marcus.
said Mark Gasol?
yeah.
Yeah, Mark Gasol. Mark Gasol can get in there before Robert Ory.
So Quentin, who you got? I got I got Melo Sue Bird,
Mm-hmm.
Sylvia Fowles, Dwight
Dwight.
Howard, Maya Moore for shit show.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, absolutely.
I got Mark Few. I do got Mark Few.
Mark for you for sure.
I kind of want to give it to Billy Donovan. He won 2 back-to-back, didn't he?
At Florida, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get Billy Donovan in there, dog.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's who I'm rolling with. I don't really know about Lisa Bluter. I gotta go do my research on her. I just know she coached Caitlin Clark. I don't really
It
know.
sounds right. I mean, I feel like the big names that are on the list should definitely get in, all of them.
Yeah.
All of them. It's just funny seeing Dwight on the list and not on the top 75. That's crazy to me still. But
And looking back on it, Kyrie not being top 75 looks nuts. That looks more nuts the
I
longer.
feel like Dwight is even more nuts, bro. Like
No, Dwight's
Dwight's definitely more nuts.
I don't
Dwight
know. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't know because we all know.
Dwight,
Like,
Kyrie, and Clay is nuts.
yeah, like I think that there's gonna come a certain point in time where like we're gonna have to like respectfully bump some of these old niggas' names that we don't know off the list. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I think.
that's just like, and
Hal
that's no
Greer-
disrespect
Hal
to
Greer-
them, but it's
Hal
just
Greer
out of
and them niggas
respect
got
for
to
the
go.
living human beings that are watching the game now. You know what I'm saying?
Dave DeBuscher, Hal Greer, all them old. Hey man, respect to what y'all did. Y'all got to go.
Real, like,
You know what I'm saying? My boy Jerry Lucas.
you was on the list. You was on the
Paul
list in your
Harrison,
time, bro.
Dolph Shades
This
and all them.
new lists have to be made, bro.
Come on, fam. What we doing? Respect.
You're going to have to knock off like
Let's
20
give
niggas.
let's just get the old heads they own room.
30, 40.
That's crazy. Y'all knocking that many niggas off?
Yeah, bro.
Damn. What you gonna do when it's time for Shea and Luka and all them to be top NBA 100?
Yeah, and we'll get there in like 15 years.
Because in NBA 100, guess who got to make the team? Kyrie, Dwight Howard, Klay Thompson, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. Bam. We're gonna have to kick some niggas out.
NBA 100, LaMelo Ball.
All right.
No, but for real, LaMelo Ball, Trey Young. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You said no, for
Hey,
real.
come on,
LaMelo
dog.
Ball.
like we
Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons.
yes.
Nah,
not Ben Simmons, but Joel Embiid for sure. Jokic is for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Jokic should make the
Fucking
top
KD
75
for sure.
now.
Who's another guy? Wimby for sure.
Giannis,
Wimby for sure.
Giannis,
Giannis
Dame,
for sure.
Dame.
Uh,
Dame's
Dame
already in
already
there. My
made
bad.
it.
My Dame's
Dame
already.
made it.
Dame is in there, but whatever. I get it. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, them niggas.
like it's a bunch of niggas that ain't did what they gonna do in their careers yet, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like
Cooper
we
Flag.
got niggas that ain't even in the
Cooper-
next.
Don't say.
You gotta think, bro. 75 just happened, bro. In the next 25 years, bro, somebody like Cooper Flag can have his whole career, bro, and we don't know what he's finna be.
That's facts. The Boozer twins might come out on some wild shit.
AJ Dybonsta.
AJ Dybonsta, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ace Bailey. Yeah. It can happen.
Harper,
we have to get rid of these old niggas.
It can happen.
Respect, bro.
I agree. I agree, bro.
That's a crazy
the
sound bite, dude. That's a crazy sound. We
I
have to get
I
rid of these
they should
old
have their
niggas.
own
It's a
room.
crazy sound bite.
You was
They
on the
have
list.
their own
Like, it's
room.
cool to have been on the list in your time, bro.
I'm with you.
I agree with that young man, bro. I agree with Cuz.
I'm with you.
It's
Kyrie
cool to
Irving
have been on the
wasn't
list in your time, bro.
Kyrie Irving wasn't better than Dave DeBuscher.
Yes.
Come on, fam.
Curry better than all these niggas.
Come on, man.
Hey, but I'm not gonna lie though. Niggas have to stop disrespecting Bob Cousy though. He was
Yeah.
like that.
For
He
a
was
fact.
alright, bro.
No
He was alright.
left. He had no left hand.
Watch the games,
No,
bro.
some
Watch
niggas
the
gotta stay,
games,
bro. Some
Bob
niggas gotta
Cousy
stay.
could play.
Bob Cousy, Pistol Pete.
Bob Cousy was getting to the money.
Pistol
Bob
Pete gotta
Cousy,
stay.
Oscar Robertson,
Larry Bird can't
Hey,
move.
Mike Bibby dad was nice too.
Henry Bibby. He
He
wasn't
didn't
top
he
10,
didn't like
but
average a
Henry
lot of
Bibby
points or
could
nothing
play.
like that, but Mike Bibby dad was like that.
Henry Bibby could who? He played for the Sixers. He played with y'all.
Yeah, he could
Oh,
play.
I know.
Bro.
I'm aware. He might have been on the title team. Our last
Oh, with
title team.
Doug Collins.
I'm tapped into
Our
the
last
game,
title
bro.
team, bro.
I'm tapped into the game, bro.
With
That's
Dr. J Nim.
Mike Jaminski.
Dr. J Nim. Yeah, I know.
Mike,
Oh,
man, listen. So, hey, man, listen. Y'all comment below, man. Who y'all got in the Hall of Fame this year, man? I read the notable nominees. Shout out to Melo. I'm sure Melo and Dwight and Maya Moore and Sue Bird get in for sure, but it's gonna be interesting to see the rest of that list. But yeah, man. Hey, y'all got what y'all got, man? Y'all got anything else for the people this week?
Hey man, I feel like it was a great podcast.
great pod. Great
Mark
pod.
Williams is the most underrated player in the league.
Who?
No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because I got mine.
Hold on, who?
Mark Williams is the most
Mark
underrated basketball player in the league.
I see
right
your
now.
name down there. I see your name. You changed it. I
I
see it.
did. I seen that earlier. I was gonna ask him about that. Most underrated player in the NBA, Mark Williams.
Most underrated basketball player in the NBA right
I mean,
now at this current
who
moment in time.
is the most underrated player in the NBA?
Trey Murphy the third.
That's a good pick. I'm not mad at that pick.
I might
Mark
be
Williams.
inclined to go Dyson Daniels.
Yeah, he averaging like 12 steals a game or some
Yeah,
shit.
I like Dyson Daniels too.
Doing some wild shit, bro.
I feel like he's getting a lot of love though. He's starting to get a lot of love at least. He was one of my guys in the draft
He was.
that year. He was one of my guys in the draft that year.
It was.
But
I,
It was.
I wanted to bring this up, but it's already late. But I was comparing two niggas because I was watching film, and I was like, yo, Trey Murphy the third or Jalen Williams?
Nah, Murphy ain't fucking with Jalen Williams, bro.
Are you kidding me? Have you seen the tape?
I gotta go look, but I'm just going off Jay. I've seen a lot of Jalen Williams.
Have you seen the
Murphy
Trey?
been hooping this shit too though.
The Trey Murphy tape is crazy.
He been showing a different bag. I didn't know he had all
Trey
this.
Murphy tape is different. He's just on a non-win team, but
Yeah. But I'll give it to J Dub right now though still because J Dub was one of my guys in the draft too.
I don't know, bro. It's like, I thought that too until I watched Trey Murphy. I was like, hold on now. If you put Trey Murphy in that same position, it could get spooky. I don't know though. We can end it there though.
Yeah, I mean, I could have said Jalen Williams the most underrated because I think he's really fucking good. Yeah. So yeah, man, I think this was a really good conversation. Good pod. If you watch this to this point, shout out to you. You the GOAT. Like we always say, man, like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, man. Hope everybody has a good week. Quentin, Quay, any final words?
Hey, my final word is the Sixers beat the Cavs tonight. That's a dub.
Does that put y'all in what, ninth in the
Yeah, I hope it doesn't, but we did beat the Cavs.
I'll put y'all 11th in the East. Got you. Right outside the play-in.
I need us to lose some more. Top
All right.
6 pick protected.
4 games above the Charlotte Hornets. Got it. Quay, any final words?
Bet Mark Williams overs.
And on that note, man, Drop It Down's podcast, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We got this bitch.